before. So
42.
42. That's still not great.
Vera's weaker than your boy Al.
Yeah, I also can't carry anything. Like, I really am just like really got to do something.
I mean, neither can Alaric. He's got 9 strength. He's a frail old man.
Has 8 in wisdom.
So, Alaric, last we played, Alaric was out, getting his magic shit.
Uh-huh.
Now he heads back to the rest of the gang. Gets back around.
Boy Al here.
Your boy Al gets back around 7 p.m. on the 18th.
Cool.
Let me pull up the Night's Rest map.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say he gave them 100 gold.
Of course,
a donation to the church.
Okay, but
I
mean, the guy rejected
character.
the money when you gave it to him, so you're just putting it in the thing outside or whatever.
In the alms. Alms.
Oh God! At some point, you're gonna have to make a character who knows how to handle money.
I have 2 characters.
Really good, actually, with money. At least compared to your other guys, Zarek was like a goddamn financial genius.
Hey, you know why they called him Zarek the Monster, right?
It was the
With
animal.
numbers.
The animal, right? Good with numbers. Sorry.
He has 10 strength.
Sure.
Oh my! I love that. Like he was like such a meme character, but he's like the most quotable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mom's the most quotable. Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, he's not just a throwaway character. You designed him to throw away. Like,
well, he is a throwaway character. He is a throwaway character.
You planned him in as a guy who would definitely die within a month and a half.
All right, so Alaric shows back up while Vera's doing her drawing, I guess.
And he's already attuned to this sword during his little rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the doggo.
Heal. I like
Press F
that.
for the doggo.
Dog's back.
Press F for the doggo.
Roll animal handling to pet the doggo.
See if you get bit.
What's my animal handling?
Alaric is
-1.
going to pet the doggo.
20,
He gets a +4 in animal handling.
18.
Oh wow, nat 20. No, yeah, you crit the dog.
It's
And Alaric tries and fails to pet the dog.
No, the dog recognizes which race is superior and therefore can decide.
Harmonel.
Well, you know,
woofy.
Alaric does have some elvish blood. Remember that. Somewhere down the line.
Though.
Somewhere.
Not enough. Exactly.
Like in a
Not-
bag?
So you're telling me that dog is racist?
Yes, based. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl?
So what are you drawing, Kilo?
What?
What
What?
You say something to me or about me?
do you?
What'd you say?
What's Vera drawing?
What was she drawing? She was.
That's the question. You said you'd tell us when we got back.
We were drawing the city walls, right? Like kind of like sketching the outline of the city, I think.
Yeah. Some map shit you were doing.
Yeah.
I had assumed you were going somewhere with this.
I forgot. It's been like days, and I've been busy. Sorry. I was also in the other room grabbing a beer, so I'm not really all there yet. I haven't beer. Okay, you gotta forgive me. She was drawing walls, kind of like.
Your mic is cut out real bad. Hold on.
Oh shit! Yeah, she was drawing, like a sketch of Waterdeep in preparation for Older to wake his dumb ass up, so we could talk about what we're gonna do.
Yeah, you're not that great of an artist, so it's just kind of like an oval that you've drawn, right?
You're less of an artist and more of a...
Unless we had an artist in the party.
I'm just kidding.
You're mistaking skill sets here. Okay, she's not an artist, but she is a master of tactics.
Mm-hmm.
So she can recreate schematics and whatnot better than she can draw a face. Just like I can.
All right.
I can draw maps, but I can't draw a face. Harmonel's the one who draws faces. I draw maps.
Perfect. Okay. So you're sketching the walls.
Yeah, it's real sketchy.
So upon arriving, Alaric is going to immediately, just to be safe, give his vigilant blessing to Harmonil. Gives him advantage on next initiative.
Hanon there.
How kind of you.
Just always smart to do that. I've realized.
Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
For
Well,
patting your back.
it's just saved until the next initiative.
Yeah. So what are we doing now till the next day? Because if it's like 7 p.m.
Well, yeah. So it's 7 p.m. Are you guys?
I mean,
You've all
it's
just finished resting, but the knights are all downstairs resting still, except for
Yeah.
Casey. And Vera's doing some drawing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because I chatted with Casey last time, he was like, what are we doing? And I was like, well, we should wait till Older comes up. So we're just waiting for Older
We're
to come
waiting
up.
for Older to come up. All right.
Basically. Yeah.
Around 10 p.m. Older comes up.
Okay. Does he come up with a beer for me?
Nope.
Damn it.
That's the comment
There's no beer in the basement. Yeah,
Okay, well, I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna grab one of those garlics. I'll be back in 1 second.
Big sorting.
Varys looks longingly at all the alcohol that he cannot consume
Sad.
because he's a dead bitch, you know. I wonder how Malil and Zappa have reacted to the death of their sister.
Sadly, they're very they're not taking it well.
Okay. So,
Prost.
is Older gonna? The Older's up now.
Well, yeah, he was coming up, but you got up and left.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what's he gonna do when he comes up? Is he gonna say anything? Do anything? Just
Nope.
be there?
Yep.
Stand
He's just
around
there.
nameless. Yes.
Yep. He goes over and he gets a drink. Good old morning drink.
Let me get my day beer real quick.
And Aster will go stoke le fire.
It's like, so glad I'm not employed anymore.
Well, it's not day. It's 10 at night.
No, it's true.
Varys' eyes just shift over to like watch Aster do it, but his whole body doesn't move. He's just wordlessly watching this scene.
Who?
Your boy Barry.
Your boy
Barry Potter.
Barry Potter. Where is Varys right now? Oh, he's back in the corner. Okay.
How is Older sitting there like facing the bar? Is he sitting there like so you can see the room?
He's facing the bar.
Interesting. That seems. I wouldn't expect that.
That's how people usually sit down at a bar.
That's not what I would expect of a experienced guard. I would expect him to sit, side saddle on his chair so he can see the doorway. Always keep line of sight to the doorway.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's not doing that.
Well, he's a bad guard then.
That's how you get Wild Bill Hickok.
Exactly. So since Older's not looking, Vera's gonna shoot him in the back just to teach him a lesson.
Kapow! Kapow! Fastest gun in the water deep.
You never turn your back.
You said she couldn't be a gunner, so it's not.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Well, that's why she's got the hand crossbow.
Out of curiosity, if I take a gun from one of the guys in the castle, can I then use a gun, or am I just like
you can use the gun, but you can't get the proficiency thing.
Oh,
You can't just have. You could, but I'd make you like learn how to use it. I wouldn't let you just be proficient with it. Yeah, obviously you could just take one off of them.
Okay, but are there other places where we can buy guns?
You
In theory?
don't know of any place like that, no.
Walmart.
Are there any like any like wagons that have like a trailer in the back, behind a store, after hours, what I'm talking about?
No.
I don't get it.
Ground off kind of thing.
Well, that's where you can get drugs, but not guns.
I don't get it.
Oh, that's true. You're from Tennessee. You guys just like buy guns. There's no need for or anything.
Okay, so
Upon seeing Older Cole walk upstairs, can Varys just slowly be just like drifting towards him wordlessly?
like a planetoid.
You're a
You know,
zombie.
falling
Like,
towards the sun.
Oh,
So Varys, you said.
Varys
Yes.
become
Okay,
very weird.
so you start.
He's become very weird. It's almost like he's a fucking zombie.
You start orbiting.
As Varys is walking through towards him, like when he's like halfway there, Varys going to like see if she can catch his eye, and like
Varys is wearing his horse blinders.
so like does Varys look around the room as he's walking up?
I think he's just walking. Yeah, I'll have him roll perception for you.
He's
Okay.
walking here.
I'm
walking
wondering
here.
how single-mindedly he's walking. If he's just like walking aimlessly and kind of like looking around, or if he's like, "Gotta talk to Older now."
He sees you.
Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of like give like the finger, like like the one finger, like come over here. Not like
He's going to wordlessly do like almost like a military, like you know how like they like turn their heels and just like when they're marching, and he's gonna march towards you.
Love
He's
it.
gonna march towards you.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
3, 4,
You request
9.
my presence, Lady of Nightstone.
I'm gonna gesture to the seat, and then and then ask Kakasi if he wouldn't mind bringing Older over, and then I'll spread out the sketch of the city walls that I've made.
Okay, he goes and gets lulled there.
Ooh, Flange. Did he become very fancy and Flange?
Where's Harmonarm again?
What?
Where's Harmonarm?
He's petting a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over there
I'm
with
done
Mr.
petting the
Wolfer.
dog. I am done petting that good girl there.
Yeah. All right. Older comes.
It's
over
the
here.
only thing he does not find himself superior
He's
over.
got he's got a beer
His
with
dogs.
like a raw egg in it.
What?
What the fuck, man?
Why?
It's just one of those. It's one of those trucker things.
Are you sure? Gross.
Varys is going to extend his gloved, zombified hand in like a handshake manner towards Older Cole.
Where'd he get a glove from?
I assume I thought he just wore gloves.
These shits
I
don't
don't know.
grow on trees, man. You're gonna have to buy them.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding. You
All
can
right,
have
he's
gloves.
got no gloves.
You can have gloves. Older
Okay.
will give you a handshake. His voice cracks when he does it.
Glad to see you on the right side, Older. You received my message,
Aye.
like referring to the Rorschach letters.
Yep. He says.
That's true.
He says it's. He looks you up and down and he says it's good to see you back in action, so to speak.
Oh.
Hey, move Hamid is talking as well. He's done petting the dog.
Harmonel's what?
He's done petting the dog.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
Make a will saving throw.
Oh, God.
I think we all know it's not quite that easy.
14.
All right.
Despite my best
if
efforts,
the
Older
dog's
Cole.
sitting on your lap, so you definitely got to make the saving throw.
That's true. Yeah.
You come over here next to them all.
Nice.
So like Varys is just gonna be like, despite my best efforts, I'm still coiled to this mortal realm. We have work to do. Can I just tell him to rouse the knights, gather them, because we have to act with haste.
Who are you telling this to?
To your boy Older and Casey.
All right.
Yeah. Like you told the people who have no jurisdiction over them, like they're the knights of Aloro, and you're like, oh, could like someone else get them all?
I mean, yeah, but it's like
he's telling them to gather them and bring them to him.
He's a Loro emeritus, you know.
I like that guy that graduated 4 years ago and is still hanging out around my old college bar.
Oh yeah.
But I'm dead now.
Yep. All right, so everybody, they all start gathering about.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, there are a lot of them. Crazy.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that's even all of
them. Buddy on the background, give us pics. Has the Inquisitor woken up, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's awake.
But he's like, he's like tied up downstairs though.
Oh, we should interrogate him before we do any of this.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Well, I guess when they come up, I'll ask Older if our friend downstairs has awoken yet.
Yeah, he's coming too.
Okay. Then I'll.
So you've had everybody gather up here for a meeting, and then you're just like, actually.
Woke up.
Varys is going to like begin talking, and as he's talking, despite the fact, like just for theatrics, despite the fact that he can't actually taste it or really like he's going to go to the tap and just as he's talking and as he starts giving a speech, he's going to fill up a bucket.
Very nice.
A bucket of alcohol, and he's going to stand up. He's gonna stand up, you know, with the bucket of beer, and he's gonna stand like on the corner, kind of like right by is it Tiavos or Vaheon?
Vaheon.
Yeah. Vaheon, yep.
Standing up and starting to talk, Vera's going to try to sneak down the stairs so that people don't all notice her going.
Can make a stealth for me.
Okay. That's stealth. Didn't it?
What's Varys saying?
Going to begin a speech, and he's gonna like with his actor skills try to kind of remove like the deadness of his voice. He's going to like basically sound like the old Varys as he does this. Honored friends, and he's gonna motion to the Finderwells. Friends and allies.
with the middle finger, I assume, right?
Well, no. So first he's gonna point at like the Finderwells, kind of motion them and be like, "Honored Lord Finderwells, rightful heirs of an Evermetian throne."
Honored Lord Finderwells.
Lord Finderwell. Sorry.
Lord Finderwells.
That he's going to motion to Older and his boys. And he's going to, like, towards them, he's going to basically be our comrades, the Paladin Older and his supporters who have been turned to our cause. And then he's going to, like, at the Paladin of Tyr, recent rescuees of that God's forsaken prison. And lastly, he's going to point at all of like the Kalashites and be like, and lastly, and most dear to my heart, my friends from Kalimport. And he's basically going to like point at all of them. He's trying to like rouse them up. And he's going to start like, he's going to hold up the bucket. For Gadel, we shall retake this city. Her name was Gadel. She was taken into chains, but she died a free woman.
Let me get some performance.
And it, like basically as he does that, he's going to say, and together her sacrifice will not be in vain. We shall vanquish the Lord Protector and his evil regime. Today, our time is... I'm trying to think of what else. God damn it. Do I get advantage?
No.
Damn. We need to act with haste and retake this city once and for all. And as he does it, he's going to like finish. He's going to pour the bucket down his throat.
Over the rock chat.
Every fucking time.
Every time. I got an 11.
Yeah. So. Everybody's they're all like a bit groggy, so your speech doesn't really take as well as it could, but you still get a round of cheers from the crowd.
Hey!
Yay!
die once more to see you all.
You don't get any inspiration, but you already had some from before, so.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to inspire them more so.
They feel inspired, but not mechanically.
Well, Varys doesn't have inspiration. Alaric does.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, I don't think you can inspire yourself.
It's convenient that you didn't, pick out Vera during your speech, but I find it very, very insulting that you're like, you.
Okay.
You.
Honestly, it's because out of character, I knew you weren't there. I should have.
Fair enough.
I should have had him pass a perception check, but
fair enough.
But we could passive perception.
We could say that you saw me.
Well, technically, your stealth would it's her stealth versus your passive perception.
All right, yeah.
11, and she beat that, so you wouldn't have noticed that she wasn't there.
He's just rude. He's just
so you're
rude.
Just a dick.
Yeah. Like, all of you people who came to my rescue, and those of you who were stuck there with me.
For the one who led it.
I care about every person who came to my rescue. You and you and you and you and you, and I think that's everyone.
I will now read a list, an all-inclusive list of the people that I care about.
If only Vera had remembered to have her feats ready, maybe.
Okay.
I'm sorry, okay? It takes me time to do these things. I'm a meticulous person.
So how does Harmondale react to this little speech trying to rouse them up to action?
Yeah, it's Harmondale aroused.
Yeah,
he nods to Varys.
He
nods to Varys and he says, "At last comes vengeance."
At last comes vengeance.
Vengeance and freedom. Wait. So can he do a performance roll to try to work up some fervor for the speech?
Greg.
No, he doesn't.
No. I'm sorry. For once, I'm the one that's trying to negotiate here.
The dog attacks you.
Yeah.
You fall off the table. A wooden stake spears you through the heart.
And
you die.
Just want the record to show that I find it distressing how often Varys lays hands on people. You
fall down the steps.
So we notice Vara going down or not?
Nope.
No.
Sneaky bitch.
Down on this guy.
When Vera goes down the steps, she quadruples in size.
Oh.
Okay.
Was she the Grinch?
She is the Grinch, yeah.
Madonna Grande.
I liked the Grinch before he got soft, I stopped the movie halfway. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
Like, oh, good, he's taking away Christmas.
Oh, good. All right, Yep.
I'm gonna have a whiskey and go to sleep.
That's there. Yes, I go to sleep when he's taking all the presents. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you go. Vera goes down the steps.
Down the steps she goes, and then we go to.
So she's gonna walk over to the l'Inquisitor, and because I guess we can hear Varys giving his little speech, and as everyone starts cheering, she's going to.
I wouldn't describe it as cheering.
Well,
maybe
maybe
jeering.
Yeah. She's gonna get a little closer to the guy, and she's gonna kind of
Shalom.
Nod ahead towards the stairwell and say something like sounds like they're having a moment up there, and I would hate for us to interrupt it, but I believe you have information that may be of use to us.
Ask about the Vander.
Shut up.
I know that you Inquisitors are not. I know that you Inquisitors generally don't feel fear, but I know also that you do feel pain. And she's gonna pull out. She's gonna step up to him and pull out her knife, and then just like gently start to slowly sliding it into his leg.
Into his leg.
Yeah.
He grimaces and then says but then smirks and says, "You have to do better than that."
Oh, I plan to. tell you how this is going to work. I'm going to ask you questions. You will answer those questions, or not, as you see fit. You're a free man, after all. And depending on how you answer those questions, this knife will go deeper and possibly twist, or not. First, was there anyone else in that keep who we did not find?
He spits at you.
I'm going to very calmly wipe it away and then just slowly twist.
He's
grimacing. Now that wasn't very polite, now was it? I'll ask you again. We went through, how many floors down did we go through the prison cells? Three floors of cells?
It's just 3, yeah.
Yeah. We went down through 3 floors of cells. There were no hidden passages in that keep, were there?
No response.
No response. Interesting. She's going to twist a little bit more.
This time there's a little bit of a yelp, but he doesn't say anything.
Oh, come now. Very easy question. You're not telling me any names. You're not giving anyone away. Just a little thing. Were there any rooms in that? Were there any cells in that keep besides those 3 floors?
You can hear him. You can hear him trying to summon up a loogie.
What?
You can hear he's trying to summon up some phlegm from the back of his throat to spit on her.
Okay.
How far up does it sound like it is?
Midway. You got a couple seconds.
Okay. I'm going to then
outspit him.
Huh?
Outspit him. Spit first.
I'm gonna say, I'll just assume that there were only those 3 floors. One thing that concerns me though is a friend of ours was not there. Did you ever come across the elf Evander? And then ask the question. I'm going to grab. Does he have hair under?
It's like kind of like buzz cut.
Okay, then I will grab the back of his neck.
Okay.
And turn his head side, and then punch him in the gut.
Oh.
So he kind of coughs out the spit.
Okay, nice, very nice. All right, but so what did you ask him?
I asked him if he came across the elf Evander.
Looking for a friend.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
He asked if you were looking for a friend.
Friend. Not sure. Acquaintance, for certainly. The elf, Evander. He was in the watch. He was looking into something he maybe should not have been. Did he ever come across your table?
I wouldn't tell you, even if I know. But I hope your friend is long dead.
I'm going to... So Vera's just gotten used to herself a little bit now, not quite talking to the guy. She's going to say, it's always perplexed me to tell someone that you wouldn't tell them even if you knew. If you don't know, what's the harm in telling me you don't know? But you tell me that you wouldn't tell me even if you did know. Now that only really leaves me with one choice, doesn't it? Let's just got to twist the dagger again real hard and push it in further.
He screams. And
do we hear that from upstairs?
Make a perception check. Well, actually, I guess you wouldn't know to make a perception check.
But you can still
let me
hear
see
someone
what your
screaming or not.
passive is.
My passive is 12.
Alaric definitely hears it. His passive is 20.
Damn. He's the one who would come running down. Don't torture the prisoner!
No, don't torture anyone! Heavens!
Geneva Convention is more like Geneva Suggestion.
So yeah, Alaric, you hear a scream from downstairs.
Where's passive again? Oh, okay, yeah, it's on page 1.
I mean, to be fair, like we are in the Sword Coast equivalent, sort of like the Hague, and the Hague has fallen at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's true.
So Alaric is going to stealthily go down there too. Then, upon hearing that,
all right, make a stealth check for me, son.
28.
You made it in. You made it in race again.
God damn it! Every time.
That's
I know. I was just fucking with him.
Oh my god. You fucking asshole.
Damn, dude, you have a +9 to stealth? That's insane.
Well, that's why I wanted to do a stealthy Splinter Cell attack from inside the palace, but nobody let me.
You didn't say that. I didn't know that's what you wanted to do.
He did say stealthy Splinter Cell, and you said, what? Splinter Cell?
Also, that was sort of the plan. It just, dinner didn't go.
Yeah, you assaulted somebody.
What are you talking about?
Well, you didn't. I guess you didn't assault them, but you
got us locked in the room.
Yeah, I mean, I thought dinner was going to be dinner, and then we were going to do stealth afterward. I didn't realize that dinner was going to be such a tremendous cock up.
Dinner was going to be
like 2 days.
Yeah. All right. So Alaric, you go down the steps and round the corner, and you can see through like the bookshelves there. You can see Vera standing over the prisoner.
Lady Ilsanane, what are you doing? He must stand trial.
Alaric, I'm so very glad you're here. My hands are somewhat full, as you can see, but I would just love if you could grab me what are they called? Like a what's the word? Like a vessel that you put salt in.
A bowl.
I would just love if you could bring me a bowl of salt. Would you be a dear?
Lady Ilsanane, this is vile. I carry the weapon of the gods. I cannot do this. I cannot participate in this.
Alaric, do you see me here alone in this basement? I came down here so you wouldn't have to do this. But now you're here, and I could use a bowl of salt.
She'll be a good lad.
Alaric is going to say, sorry, my girlfriend just gave me a donut.
With a mouthful of food.
Pixar didn't have
you don't have to tell things. When your girlfriend gives you a donut, you just enjoy that, and you keep that to yourself, whatever that means.
Yeah. So Alaric is going to shake his head. Lady Ilsanane, we must protect Nightstone, but not by becoming the enemy that we fight.
Alaric, do you see this man? Do you see me?
Your boy out here.
Am I harming the innocent? Am I doing anything reprehensible or for my own glory or betterment? What I do here is for the basic survival of the people upstairs, and this man deserves everything I'm doing and far more. And so you may bring me I can't think of the word I want for a vessel of salt. It's not the word I want though.
Shaker.
Huh?
Shaker?
No, it's salt shaker. I love that. Like he's ribs basically. Just No, there's like a word for when you have like a bowl of spice, but I can't think of what it is.
A ramekin.
You may bring me a bowl of salt, or you may go. Or you may stay and watch. It's up to you. But I have my hands full, and I could use some assistance.
Alaric, instead, he's going to ignore her commands, but he's going to attempt to cast command on this man.
Okay. Let's see.
And he's going to give a one-word command of grovel.
Love it.
All right, you reach your mind out to his and speak the command, and there's just a void. There's just nobody there at all. You can't. There's just like a person shaped hole in the weave.
Whoa, that's weird.
Alaric is going to back away. He's like, "What the fuck?"
So I guess seeing him back away, Like, can one see when someone casts a spell? Like, is it apparent
so
to
in
me
this
that
case, it's just verbal, and you hear him say grovel.
Okay,
so
but
yes.
then I see him
and well, first of all, the Inquisitor just fucking cackles at you, Alaric.
So, seeing Alaric back away and with some sense of revulsion, I'm going to say, "What is it?"
So, like, can he detect that man is like pure evil?
Well, it's not. It's well, you just don't feel him in the weave at all. Like he's just not there. It's like,
well, he's gonna explain that to Vera.
How is it even possible? Vera's gonna pull back his hood and check if there's any of like the like collars or the magic.
There's no collar there, but when you pull back the hood, you can see that he's got like that long like scar that goes all the way down from like the sternum all the way down to the pelvis.
Shit.
Alaric, in his wisdom, is going to suppose. Does he know about what was in those books?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and I mean, yeah,
Alaric,
you're
in his
also
wisdom,
there at the prison.
Yeah, he's going to suppose that perhaps whatever these scars are, they're removing whatever fundamental element within them connects them to magic. They're some sort of anti-magic abominations. That's what they've turned themselves into, and that's what they're trying to do with their experiments: is cut everyone else off from the weave. Is that a?
We're gonna look at the guy, and can I roll perception to see if he like gives anything away?
Insight, yeah.
Insight, okay.
Yeah, and Alaric, you said all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Insight.
Can Chaboy Owl also attempt an insight check on this asshole?
Yes.
9.
Vera is notoriously not insightful, apparently.
Oh, but he got 19, so.
Alaric's going to look at him upon basically just laying out this whole theory.
Yeah, there's a little twitch at the corners of his mouth as he with a smile.
You gonna convey anything to me, Al?
Oh yeah, you don't.
I do not.
You don't see anything, Kilo. But Greg, you heard what I said, right?
Alaric is going to say, "I can see it in his eyes. I speak the truth."
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in his smile.
This man and his followers and his allies are abominations. They must be stopped.
Vera's gonna pull the blade out of the guy's leg and then grab him by the back of his neck and start dragging him up the stairs with the knife to his throat.
All right, Alaric, are you gonna?
I guess Alaric at this point, he's like, oh, she's just kind of blown away by this realization. He's not going to actively participate in torture, but he's just like, fuck.
No, but are you following
he's trying
to go upstairs too?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Boy, Al. All right, so Vera, where do you go upstairs?
Yeah, we go upstairs. I'm gonna then kick the guy in the back of the knee. So to get him a little more to maybe the top of the red carpet. We'll do a little catwalk walk.
Yeah.
I'll kick him in the back of the knees so he falls down on his knees.
Yep.
And then I'm going to addressing the room, but primarily older. Going to tell them that this man is no longer part of the weave. That Alaric felt his absence from the magical realm, and that it's something that they were doing on Stormhaven, something that this man has been actively and forcibly removed from the weave.
How could this be? Such a thing cannot be done.
Who is that saying that? Is that the
Tester.
The dwarf?
Yeah.
Yeah, figured.
Does he? And do you possess any magic of your own, Vester?
I'm a bleeding paladin.
Helm.
Yes. And can you feel this man's presence in the weave? Try it.
Hold on, let's see what spells does a paladin usually have?
He just smites him. He's like, well, he got smitten. Deal with that, bitch.
Might.
It's like,
Depends what kind of paladin he is. What kind of paladin is it?
like,
Yeah.
Weave or no weave, he sure burns good.
Well, he floats.
I assume he is not. Is he an oath of devotion?
He's tier, so that would probably be like protection.
No, his helmet.
Glory, redemption, oath of the ancients, oath of the crown, oath of the watchers.
No, devotion. Yeah, devotion. Yeah.
I figured
guidance
devotion.
and it's a protection probably.
Okay, yeah. So he'll cast a spell and protection, or like he'll cast detect good and evil, and he'll say, "My tears, mate. She's right. He's not bloody there." And,
yes.
The crowd murmurs. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Yeah. It would seem that, well, whatever their purposes are is not clear, but the Lord Protector has sent these men to find out how to cut individuals from the presence of magic. This is not just a threat to Waterdeep. This is a threat to all of the Sword Coast, and not just magic users. Let's respond in the room to that.
There is more murmuring but a general an agreement. Going, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
When we came here from Nightstone, before we left, I asked the Duchess of Daggerford whether she would aid us in our efforts to liberate Waterdeep, and she made clear that while her and the rest of the Lord's Alliance would welcome a return to the way things had been, they could not risk joining us in open war against Lord Protector. But this changes things. Older, I would ask that you lead the assault on the city for now, and that you do your best to keep the Lord Protector busy and make sure that he cannot send forces after us. And me and my companions will take this man to Daggerford.
Want us to assault the city?
I want you to ensure that the Lord Protector cannot follow us. And we will take this man to Daggerford and show him to the Duchess and see if we can rally the Lord's Alliance to come aid us in reclaiming Waterdeep.
There's no time for that. Varys is going to cry from still standing on top of the
Yeah, still standing on top of the counter for some reason. Yeah.
He's going to basically jump down there and stand at the top of the carpet before the man.
Okay.
And he's going to basically grab him by the head too, and go, "I'll make him speak."
Wait, but Varys, not about him speaking or not speaking. This man is living of the depths of evil that the Lord Protector has dredged.
Daggerford wait, how far is it? It's like 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 3 days ride away. You have people in Nightstone. Waterdeep can field thousands. The nearest city that could actually aid us would be Baldur's Gate. They wouldn't be able to get here in time. We need a surgical strike on the Lord Protector every fucking time. It's
I did this intentionally too.
We need a surgical strike on the Lord Protector. We need to gather all of our allies in the Free Ward, and we must execute the Lord Protector now. I'll make him speak, and I'm gonna grab him by the head and basically whisper in his ear that, basically as an intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna go, "I will make you feel more pain than you think that you are capable of feeling."
Okay, give me some intimidation.
I think that's what is your boy Vary having? Yeah, +6. I thought so.
Varys, ever misunderstanding the situation.
Nat 20.
Boom.
Yeah, so so you get up really close to his face, and you're like a skin flake, drops off onto his lip, and he kind of recoils a little bit for the first time, showing fear, and then he puts his mask back up and he says, "You don't scare me, creature. We do what we do for all of you, for the greater good."
Vera's going to, the second the guy stops talking, like push him backwards so he falls onto his back, and then step in front of him so that Varys can't kill him without thinking.
Okay.
Because I feel it coming. I feel it coming.
Kilo's no fun to play games with.
TPK Kilo.
So do you think cure wounds or lay on hands would work on this guy that doesn't feel magic?
You can make a Arcana check.
So your boy Vary is going to do an Arcana check. 13.
Yeah, Varys gets the sense that no kind of magic would work on him. Good or bad. He is completely removed from the weave, which is what, allows you to do that sort of stuff.
So, returning to the earlier topic, Vera is going to say, it may well be 3 days to Daggerford, Varys, and it may well be weeks before any of the Lord's Alliance.
But it's an hour from Armageddon!
could come to our aid. But I ask you, if we do a surgical strike now, and all of us die, and this man is left to rot here, what happens to the rest of Waterdeep? If one of us goes and takes this man and shows what the Lord Protector is doing, then whether or not we succeed here tomorrow, or today or tomorrow, the Lord Protector will pay for what he's done. Can I try to convince him?
Well, that's up to Greg.
Greg, and, could you be convinced?
Out of character, Greg is notoriously,
So Varys is going to say, "There's no time," and he's going to press forward and he's going to grab the guy and try to grab the guy and drag him back down the stairs.
All right, so let's get some opposing strength checks. One from Vera. Well, so he's trying to push past you, right?
I don't understand why you're so.
17.
I don't think it's possible for me to beat that.
I think you can. You just need an 18 or above.
17.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute. What is Varys' strength? What is Varys' strength?
My strength is 0.
Okay. I thought you had a 9. For some
reason. So Vera is able to stop you, and
oh really?
Yeah.
I thought a tie just meant you'd do it again.
No, I mean tie means that you don't push me and I don't push you.
Yeah, it's a standstill in this case.
So can Varys attempt to push her over again?
Well, hold on. As soon as you do that, the nearby knights, specifically Leah, she grabs your arm and she says, "Varys, what are you doing? Control yourself."
Yeah. Don't you know what to do, woman?
I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to make him speak.
I make
He doesn't need to speak. He doesn't know anything that we need to know. We can attack the castle and take this man as evidence to the
17 on my persuasion.
Okay,
roll.
so she looks at you in your undead eyes for a second, and then she nods and she lets go of your arm.
What is Harmnell's response to all this right now?
Well, actually, you notice that Harmonnel is conspicuously absent right now.
Oh, he is absent.
Oh shit! Where'd he go?
Trapdoor.
You look at Harmonnel.
Petting the dog will deploy. Petting the dog will deploy.
Harmonnel is the dog. Harmonnel has been the dog the entire time.
Harmonnel is a druid in secret. He's not a battle master. He's a druid.
Yep, Harmonel's been a druid the entire time. He's the dog. Y'all are idiots. Get fucked. Harmonel's the villain.
Yeah.
So Vera is going to try reason one more time with the no longer drunk, so he doesn't have an excuse for his dumbassery, Varys, and say,
okay, but in all fairness, you cannot expect these people. You cannot expect these people to try to fight off an entire city's worth of army, an entire city's army, for 3 days while we gather allies from a city that is 1/100th the size.
Varys, tell me what difference does it make if I am here to help you in your strike or not? And by the same token, what difference does it make to our success if you kill this man in your rage, or you let me try to ensure that whether or not we're successful, success may still be had? This man is the only way that the Lord's Alliance will ever come to help the people of the Free Ward. And
Varys is going to like lean in really close so only she can hear him and say, "I'm not going to hurt him. I'm not going to kill him. I'm just going to hurt him really, really bad."
There's gonna be a little twinkle in Vera's eyes at that, but she's still gonna hold her resolve, and she's gonna say, Varys, he doesn't know anything that we need to know. The only use he has is as a living body that is cut from the weave. He is evidence of a crime. But
so Casey steps forward, and he says, "Why don't we send the prisoner with to Daggerford with the kids and the paladin, and with the wounded," it says, gesturing at Vaheon. "Keep the non-combatants out of the way. Keep them safe."
How does Vaheon react to that?
Yeah.
Vaheon scowls, but he doesn't disagree necessarily.
But why the paladin?
To lead
Well, for strength, so it's not just the kids and the prisoner.
And the creepy guy.
Yeah.
Does that guy look like somebody you would want your children?
Yeah, so it's not an 8-year-old boy, a 13-year-old boy, a prisoner and a leper.
Could I ask you something out of character, Car?
Mm-hmm.
I understand the value of me not going, because then we create a whole side thing where I'm not part of the team. But I don't want to let someone else do this unless I know the other person's going to be successful in convincing the Duchess like this shit can't happen. Which is why
that guy is a respected paladin. It would make sense that they would believe him.
And here, they might not even know who he is there. Actually, they probably don't know who he is there. Whereas, like I am.
The other guy there is the head of the Order of Magisters and Protectors of Waterdeep, which is like one of the most respected guilds in Waterdeep.
So, out of character, would this guy?
I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. She's not going to send her entire army.
Well, what I'm trying to accomplish is to convince her to like, not be like, oh, we'll see what happens, and to instead be like, okay, yeah, this can't happen, and then, rally the Lord's Alliance to do something or other.
Yeah, but the thing is, the time to act is now. Nightstone is in between those two spots. They're not going to be able to send any aid to Nightstone. If you wait pretty much any longer than the next day or two, Nightstone is just fucked. No, it's not. It's not about sending aid to Nightstone. It's about like them long term being able to understand what's going on here and do something before it's too entrenched. Send word. I guess
if you send them, if you send them with the prisoner there, she'll definitely understand the gravity of the situation. But it would still be up to you to convince her of what to do. You would have to go back there at some point. But there's obviously, there's very good, bad downsides of splitting the party, Yeah,
that's why I asked. I understand there being gameplay reasons for him to go, but
I'm staying.
But I don't want him to fuck it up.
Roll a perception on how well you think Tester would handle this one bound prisoner who can't do magic.
Well, it's not just Tester. It's Tester, Vaheon, the kid.
I wouldn't even really want to send Vaheon.
And the other guy.
Where's Tiavos, by the way?
Tiavos is up here.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize.
The twins are staying together.
Well, and it's not about bringing the guy there. I mean, he's bound. We can bind him even more, and we have a carriage. Like
convincing.
It's not the problem. My concern is more about like convincing the Duchess. She needs to send word to all the members of Lord's Alliance, rally a coalition force to.
Well, maybe you should all go to the to Daggerford together, the whole gang. And don't have the knights try and do some stupid suicide attack against a city with an army 50 times bigger than the knights.
Yeah.
They have more griffins than you have knights.
That's not good. Let me ask you, Varys, what is your proposal for responding to the situation at hand? Or you, Older, or you, Kakasi, or you, Chester? Is his name Chester?
Tester.
Tester? Vester? Kester?
Wait, hold on. Which one are we talking about?
The dwarf.
The paladin.
Oh, Tester. Yeah.
Tester. Like one who has things tested. One who tests things.
Yeah. Tester proposes stringing him up by his toes and whacking him with a hammer until you see if anything fun pops out.
Not with regards to this man, Tester. With regards to the situation.
Older, or not Older. Casey already gave you his proposal. You know.
Is he gonna say it again though? Like for the edification of the room?
Yeah.
Because I also forgot.
To send the kids and Tester and what's his name? Where is he?
Paladin.
And
Rurik Lutgard, yeah, the Magistrate Protector.
And what would you have us do about the Lord Protector, Casey?
What needs doing?
What
you should have done last time you were there.
Varys is going to look at her and say, "We can just do our plan. We can actually carry out the plan that has always been in place. We gather all of our other allies in the free ward," corrects himself.
Sorry, free ward.
And have them I'm sure that there are dozens, if not hundreds, who would be sympathetic to our cause. Have them arm themselves by attacking the armory. And then at the same moment, we know the sewers. And I'm going to pull out my map.
You're waving the sewers map above your head. It reeks.
I know how to get up his bumhole.
I know the way into the palace. It's how I reached you last time.
It's true. He did. You have the entire room's attention.
A strike force of all of the Knights of Aloro, and we shall gain our vengeance in this life or the next.
I feel like you were gonna go into more detail there, and then you didn't.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was doing a gladiator thing.
But Vera is going to walk.
You can only try to do the gladiator thing so many times within one meeting. This is.
Tester is the guy who Casey proposed goes, right? Because he's the one who has the clout.
Well, so Tester is a paladin. So he was saying Tester goes because Tester is muscle. But then also Rurik is the head of the. Hold on, let me pull up the actual. Why don't we just remove this man? The Watchful Order of Magists and Protectors.
Who's that? Which guy is that?
That's Rurik Lutgard down here. And he was the head of that. And they basically were the people that were in charge of policing magic use within the city, and were a very powerful guild. They did firefighting services. They did all sorts of stuff.
Oh, the firefighters union. Yeah, that is important. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
No, they weren't the firefighters union, but they would they could put fire out. With they could summon a water elemental, and
Varys gonna step past Varys and give him a look like, "Don't you fucking do anything while I'm gone.
Don't you do it."
And then she's gonna walk over.
Why do we not simply remove his arm so that he doesn't pose a threat?
Jesus Christ!
Is that the Chewbacca gambit again? That's the other Chewbacca gambit.
Oh.
It's not about him being a threat, you dumbass. He's tied up and stuff. She's gonna go over to Rorik, and she's going to say, Rorik, if you take the innocents and Tester with you and take that prisoner to Daggerford, can I count on you to convince the Duchess of the extreme plight of this city and of the entire Sword Coast if the Lord Protector is allowed to perfect and continue in his cutting of individuals from the weave?
He looks off into the distance and he says, I don't think any of us are innocent anymore. No. He says, all right, this is a serious matter. And it must be dealt with seriously by serious people. We'll have to assemble the Lord's Alliance and deal with this once and for all.
Good. And I can count on you for ensuring that will happen.
Aye.
Good.
There's a reason they locked me up in that jail.
Nice. Oh,
the kid diddling.
Vera's going to nod and also nod to Kakasi, and then she's going to ask if Varys would bring the prisoner over and give him a little bit of like a wink, like, you know, he can rough him up along the way. He can have a little bit of fun. And then while he's complying or not, I have a letter, open parentheses, blank, close parentheses. And I'm going to take said letter and I'm going to write out a letter to the Duchess, in my name, explaining the situation and explaining that Rorik and Tester and co. Are being sent as emissaries on behalf of myself to explain the direness of the situation and to explain that this is no longer a concern for just the people of Waterdeep, but indeed for all of the Sword Coast, and that I trust that the Duchess will do the right thing, and that
I would mention all the experiments.
Yeah. Like all the stuff will be mentioned, and then like close that I trust that she will do what needs to be done, and that we will see one another in due time, and then I'll sign it and put my seal on it.
You're gonna do a little spritz perfume.
Yeah, and then I'll give it to Rorik with a very, very solemn nod and a burp. Apparently.
Nice, very nice. You had a blank letter?
I did a blank letter. Yeah, I think it might have been from the bank even.
I actually believe that is the blank letter from Sergei's house that actually had writing on it.
Oh, it might be.
But it was like like magical writing that's disappeared by now. So it is actually a blank letter now.
Look at that. Sometimes things work out.
Yeah, sometimes things they have a way of working out.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Rosemary Fleet.
After my adventuring gear, like after the stuff that I started with, it is the very first item. Like
that's
I have
cool.
like
that's cool. That's that is from Sergei's then. That's from all the way back then. Wow.
Yeah. It's like rations, water skin, rope, piton, and then letter, comma blank.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So so the prisoner is secured. I guess are they taking your carriage then?
I guess they would, yeah, and that then further, I'll put that in the letter as well, like, I guess I will have put that in the letter that, like,
taking my carriage, damn you.
Yeah, that they as envoys on behalf of Nightstone, the Duchy of Daggerford, and all of the Sword Coast, I have entrusted them with all of my belongings of that sort. I'm keeping my horse though, because I stole horses, remember? So they can take one of those other fucking shit horses from the stables. I have my horse. I have my horse.
That's true.
But while this is happening, can Alaric speak up?
Yes.
Oh, speak up.
Real quick before Alaric speaks up.
Yep.
Can you remember a thought, Greg?
Yes.
You remember your thought. We need some horses. Do we need any other horses for any of the other people, though? Are there enough horses from the ones we stole? Or does someone...
I think they can all go in the carriage.
Okay, good. Then, good. Okay, Greg.
All right. So Alaric is going to point out that, again, we cannot rely on swift action from the Lord's Alliance. Nightstone is just a day's ride, and we have been identified as from Nightstone, and there's no doubt this Lord Protector will attack our keep, even while we're here, as a show of strength and as an attack against us. We're going to have to do something to try to distract him or prevent him from rousing his forces.
Oh, indeed. Or better yet, to get him to rouse his forces to a portion of the city where we will not be.
Alaric is going to bring up the armory once more.
Looking over at Older, Vera is going to ask, Older, when we came in through the troll gate, we noticed that, ironically, there were a couple of trolls manning it. How many trolls would you say there are in the Free Ward, and how unhappy are they with Waterdeep?
That's a good question.
Do you think it would be possible to get the trolls to rise up in open revolt and try to slam their way down through the troll gate into?
No, there wouldn't be enough. There's probably like 24, he says.
24.
Do you know what language they would speak?
Yeah, most. What language? Who would speak? Trolls?
Trolls.
Troll and common, right?
But yeah, I mean, most of them would probably speak common. Well,
Okay.
at least some of them would. Enough that, they could be, hired.
Do you think that they could be convinced to cause a sufficient degree of ruckus at the armory to make it seem like some sort of incipient civil uprising?
Well, Alaric was going to propose that we actually break into the armory like those plans from a while ago, and then use everything in there to arm everyone, basically, that we can trust in the Free Ward.
Oh.
And start up like an open revolt.
Yeah, Older says that there would be enough weapons in there to arm, probably 100 to 200 people. Plus, there would be, payroll for one of the districts, probably.
Ooh. The payroll is interesting. I mean, but isn't everyone in the Free Ward armed to some extent already?
I mean, in the sense that they have like a club, maybe, but not like armor, good weapon,
I mean, yeah, but they all have like
enough to actually do like guerrilla warfare. And
a
keep
dagger
them
and a
occupied.
club is not going to be enough to fight, an organized force.
Yeah, I mean, the purpose is more to make noise than to actually fight.
Make some noise, Waterdeep.
We hear that from the basement, but
Well,
beneath the
Casey and Older and most of the knights in general are opposed to the idea of just riling up the people and getting them slaughtered.
Okay. I mean, it wasn't about getting them
As
slaughtered.
they were the last few times that you've suggested that.
I don't know why everyone thinks I'm saying like they should like have like a citizen revolt. It's about rioting and then running. Like, can they not run faster than guys in full plate armor?
Well, they're not in full plate armor. The elite guards are in full plate armor.
Or guys in leather armor. I mean, like if you're
they can't, not mechanically.
if you're throwing rocks and you're like using knives, you should be able to get away from people. Be competent at running. God. Yes.
Well, you realize that the field ward is shut off from the rest of the city, so a riot in the field ward means nothing.
Yeah, well, I mean, the first step is to break down one of the doors to the main part, and then
Then it's not really a riot; it's an attack at that point. And no, the trolls probably could not be convinced. They have a ridiculously low intelligence. So,
Older, do you think there's any chance that a full-scale strike on the armory would divert some of the castle guards to assist, or is there enough of a force
from the castle? Probably
from the
not from the palace.
Yes, but I mean the Lord Protector does reside in the castle.
No, he resides in the palace for the billionth time.
But we saw him in the castle.
No, you were at the fucking palace for the billionth time.
What?
The palace,
the palace
is where the Lord
The
Protector
whole chapter
is.
was literally called Assault on the Palace.
Yeah.
Yes. And so the palace is where the Lord Protector is, and where all that stuff is. And where all the offices and stuff are.
What?
Yes,
You
it was
went
the
up the
palace.
hill to the castle and stuff. Where's the castle then?
You didn't go to the castle. I know it looks like it, but just because of the maps. Look. I know it looks like it's on a hill. I know it would fit better, but technically, you went to the palace instead. If it makes you feel better, we can call this the palace, and that the castle.
I'm certain that we went to the castle.
I am 100% certain you didn't.
It was the palace for.
I just used a map that made it look like it was this because it was Neuschwanstein.
The hell did I fall off a cliff though?
I understand that there's no cliff here because again, the battle map I used was Neuschwanstein.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I fell off a
But
cliff.
it was the palace. According to my calculations, it's called.
Look, if it makes things better, we'll just change this.
No, it's fine. I'm just certain you said.
No,
castle.
I did not. I did not say castle. We've had this argument many times.
Yep.
Everything says palace. It is absolutely the palace, but.
Yeah, don't change the words there now. It's going to be extra confusing, you dumbass.
All right.
Everyone's always calling you a dumbass, man, and you're DMing. Jeez.
No, it's so rude.
TPK when?
Especially it's ironic coming from the guy that's, forgotten something.
I didn't forget it. I want to know why I fell off a cliff then. I'm taking back that
because
fall
of
then.
the battle
guy
map.
that forgot to do his feats.
But the battle map didn't have a fall. It just had a wall.
Well, it has an edge, and there's no wall there. And if you look at actual pictures of Neuschwanstein, there's a drop there.
Remember?
And if there hadn't been a drop there, I would have just photoshopped the wall in, and you wouldn't have been able to escape there. It doesn't make any sense for you to have just been able to walk off the fucking side of the thing. Obviously, there would be a cliff there. Anyway, there's no point in arguing about this. I don't even know why.
Weren't we also using an older map? We were using a different map too that didn't have the exact same layout.
Yeah.
Yes.
On Waterdeep.
That's true.
So what time is it now, roughly?
It's about 1 in the morning.
Okay.
On the 19th.
Just so that no one Hamini lives in his destination.
He is.
While they're arguing, your boy Al, I guess, is going to step out and just try to kind of look around and see what the general mood in the field ward is, and if he can detect any sort of idea of, armies marching out.
It's 1 a.m.
It is 1 a.m. Yeah, field ward's pretty active right now. Give me some insight. Or perception, I guess.
Almost did it in notes. Whoa.
You son of a bitch.
Perception, you said?
Mm-hmm.
15.
Okay. Yeah, so what you said you were trying to find out what?
Kind of like what's going on, if there's any sort of presence of the Lord Protector.
No.
The
whole thing has been shut off. There's no you haven't seen a guard here since they shut the city down.
Well, yeah, but maybe he's going to look out over the hills and see if there's any indication of any sort of military activity, like if they're sending the boys out to attack Nightstone.
Wait, so
his fear is
that, are you going to go somewhere else to do this?
Yeah, I guess he's going to go look over the cliffs.
Okay.
To the cliffs.
To the cliffs. To the cliffs.
And try to see with his very much not elvish eyes.
All right, you go there and you see that they've erected like a makeshift palisade along the wall there to stop people from scaling down.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Make a give me some. Well, I guess you already did roll perception.
Yeah.
That's nice. We are the cause of some long term.
Listen, you guys did some change,
Yeah, I mean, this is public health and safety to have something to prevent people from going off the edge.
Yeah. I mean, you probably saved more lives than you took.
Totally.
I mean,
that is exactly what we did.
Let me see. Hold on. No, you don't see anything. No. There's no assembled army or anything.
All right, that's Alec feels a little happy to know that, at least. Where's Harmonarm while this is all going down? I want to know what his secret moves are.
So right about now, Harmonel is let's see, so it's about 1 a.m.
Is he going to the Elf Supremacists, for Christ's sake?
No.
He totally is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, so you're just a couple hours up the road. Boop, 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 boop.
How long till I get when I?
You're about like a third of the way there, halfway there.
Okay.
He just bugging out.
Mm-hmm.
Not surprised.
Yep. Fucking coward.
He's going back to loot the priest of Kellenvor again.
You scumbag. All right. So what's Vera doing? Alaric has left to go look around. Vera's Harmonel's gone. Vera's sent out the people. You know,
Varys is angry that he didn't get to cut off that guy's fingers one by one.
Yep. Vera's got the kind of the whole knights, you know, looking towards her expectantly.
I mean, I guess we're probably just like working out the the attack plan or whatever. Looking at this sketch of the armory that they had or whatever, and
Let me pull this up then. I can pull it up.
Attacking the armory, that's the plan.
Boom.
I mean, it's not my plan, but
it's the plan.
But I mean, to be fair, arming as many people as you can if you're gonna.
Yeah. Plus the money to pay them, plus the armor that would be in the armory is pretty big, you know.
I mean, there might be better stuff for us all to wear. I mean, we're wearing pretty old shit at this point. Like, Varys is still wielding scale mail. You could probably get something better. You know?
I every time I bring it up, we'll seem to have this thought that I have in mind, like the people, stand their ground and fight the Lord Protectors, man. And like, that's not what I'm talking about at all.
Well, then you need to be clear. If you keep repeating the same thing and people keep taking the same thing away, then obviously the problem is your communication.
No, we have this every time. I try to ask a question. Like, I clarify, and then you say the same thing. And then
okay, well, what are you trying to say then?
What I'm saying is that they riot, incite some violence, and then flee. Like what you do when you're trying to piss off the authority.
So if they riot, and it's just in the field ward, nobody cares. If they riot and then they attack the Waterdeep itself, that's not just a riot. That is an attack.
Yeah, then they attack and then they flee though when a response comes. Like, an attack doesn't have to be a concerted attack. Like, oh, we've attacked. Now we all stay here until everyone's dead. Like,
yeah,
you're saying a bunch of little guerrilla warfare type things.
Yeah, but
point is to make
it could work, but there will be very, very heavy civilian casualties.
Yeah, and that's the part I don't get. It's like, and if they have armor and stuff, there won't be, because then they'll be able to run away.
Because they will be able to fight back. Yeah, they'll have
them running away.
Because they're not going to because they don't just they're not going to just let them run away.
Okay.
Dude, is that how that works? People riot and then they attack the police and then they run away and the police are just like, well, I guess that's it. That's our job done. They've attacked us and they ran away. We don't have anything else we can do.
I mean, they have to be caught is the point. Like, if they get away and melt.
Not really. No, they can just go into the field ward and kill everybody.
Okay, well, that's a different point then, and that's not anything that's been said. If the point is that, well, if they melt on the field ward, then the Lord Protector will slaughter the entire field ward. Like, okay, that's a different point. Like,
okay,
is that what you mean?
I mean that it's not as easy as just saying, "Oh, go riot and then run away and everything's okay." That's not how things work.
Mm-hmm.
Even in real life, even in a modern society, people, like dozens of people die doing that. Even in America, and then you look at Belarus where they do that. Hundreds of people dead. You go back to medieval times and you think hundreds or thousands aren't going to get killed doing that? That's ridiculous.
That's hot.
And it is hot. It's ridiculous and it's sexy.
Oh man!
You look at the casualties of slave riots back in Roman times. Thousands and thousands of civilians dead. And it's not just from casualties; it's from stampeding. You know, there's a bunch of factors. It's not as simple as saying, "Oh, you go riot and then you run away." It's not that easy. That's not all there is to it. Not the way I see it. And it's not like these people are organized, you know. You're talking about, you know, tens of thousands of people who are incited to a fervor, you know, who have been trapped in the field ward and persecuted for the past few months. They're not going to just break down the gate, see some trouble, and then run away.
That's not how it works.
Regardless, we need weapons, do we not? If we're going to face this Lord Protector. We saw what happened last time. With what we have right now, we can't face against his elite guard. Not that many of them. That's what Alaric is going to suggest.
Alaric isn't there anymore, though, remember?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Varys.
Varys, there you go. See, that's why you always have two characters. That's the trick, guys. That's the trick.
Can't stop me. What is the response amongst the knights?
Well, the knights are in favor of, you know, making sure people are armed and actually able to defend themselves before anything crazy happens. And, you know, if they understand that if, like, you know, there's any kind of attack against Waterdeep, the floodgates will break, so to speak. They're not going to just lock the doors again and take it lying down. You know, not after already thinking that, you know, the knights killed like 30-something guards, burning them alive.
Now the knights actually did just kill like 70 guards.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's true.
Yeah, so and when when that's found out, that's going to be even more of a.
I would assume that's already been found out. No.
Well, that's true. It has probably been found out by now. It's actually probably just now being found out.
So Varys is going to suggest we follow through, arm ourselves, and then go through the sewers and go straight for the Lord Protector.
Is there a reason that we need to arm ourselves first? Are you not armed?
Well, Varys? I think he's by ourselves. He's referring to not like the knights as well as like the greater populace, but also I think that Varys
is there reason for us to arm the greater populace if they're not going to be rising up?
Well, I'm suggesting that if we can get like another 100, 200 people, that we, you know, maybe not that many, but like a shit ton of people sympathetic to our cause.
Are you saying you want 200 people to come through the sewers to all flood into the inside of the castle?
I mean, it's probably better than having 18 of them.
Nobody's saying that 200. So Kukasi says that we'll step in for a second, and he says that nobody's disagreeing that 200 isn't probably better than 18. But for a stealth mission, sometimes less is more, and quality is over quantity.
Vera's just going to, with a dripping with sarcasm, say, "Yes, you're right, Varys. I'm sure that no one who enters the castle and has no escape route would die."
Is Varys' response.
Varys is just trying to help, and he gets shit on by Kukasi and Vera.
Speaking of reading, where's Harmondale?
You can ask his brothers.
Oh yeah.
He's going to go up to Tiavos and Vaheon, and when he sees Vaheon, he's going to give him a little look like, I mean, look, they got us both, you know.
Yeah, they got us both, kid.
Like basically, he's going to kind of peel off the mask a little bit and only let like Vaheon see how fucked up he looks, and then just kind of put it back on.
Yeah, you guys give each other a little knowing look. Yeah, so they tell you that Harmondale has gone up to bury the Kalimvor priest that he killed. He's felt a little bit guilty about it.
Jeez, he's gonna teabag the corpse,
Oh
isn't he?
my! Of course, this is the time where he feels guilt.
He's doing old school Halo teabag the corpse.
Yep. Yep.
That's exactly what he's doing.
That's the only way to make sure they're dead.
Yeah. So we're returning to the map of the armory. Vera is going to ask Older, how well guarded is this place? I mean, we have a map in, and there's like a weak point, right? Like we can like break through that wall, so to say, or whatever. That was like the plan, right?
Yes.
So like how well guarded is this place? In particular from the inside. I mean, if we're going to break through the back wall, I assume that I have guards at the back wall necessarily.
No. It's not too heavily guarded on the inside. It's more of the imposing sort of defense by intimidation kind of thing, and the idea that nobody would really ever attack it. But once you're inside, it should be pretty easy for us to take it.
Okay,
should be more than we've got here, if even that.
I mean, I assume it's also potentially easy to hold once you're inside, right? I mean,
it's meant to be.
Yeah.
I don't think they're intending on somebody to come through the back like this.
So, my entire thought with, having the people riot is to distract the Lord Protector. It's not to have them do anything of material value themselves. It's to make it so that we can do our job more easily. And my concern is that if we take this place, if we take this armory...
Okay, I see what you're saying. So yeah, you could do a riot without like breaching the city, which would be distracting, and assault the armory and mask the assault on the armory as part of the riot.
No, you're jumping the gun. My what I'm wondering is, I mean, I think that we're best served by the assault on the armory directly preceding our assault on the castle, so that potentially palace guards are sent to tamp down the armory assault and the ensuing riot.
Well, there's probably no situation, Older says, where the palace guard will be sent out, but they would send troops from the castle, which is where the main city's barracks is, basically. That's where all the professional soldiers that aren't part of the watch are basically kept, that aren't being actively stationed. And so those would be the reinforcements that would go to the palace in time of crisis. So those would be diverted, even though the palace's personal guards wouldn't necessarily be diverted. Any reinforcements the palace get would be.
Because that's what I had in mind, Older, is for perhaps one of our number, like, I don't know, yourself maybe, to take some money if needed and to go rally some of the disgruntled trolls and some of the magic users in hiding and organize a hodgepodge strike on the armory and ensuing riot to distract the Lord Protector, and so that you could withdraw into the field ward when necessary. And while you're doing that, we make our way through the sewers in Varys' plan. Because obviously, whoever attacks the armory is going to stir up the hornet's nest, and ideally, we don't need to have that be the beginning of a long, full day of fighting, but rather the one who takes the armory can then withdraw while we complete the rest of the mission.
Older.
Pretty sure this is my exact original thing that I proposed like 8 sessions ago.
It is. I think this is Greg's plan. It's either Greg's plan or something that was mentioned earlier.
Are you serious? Greg's plan was for us to attack the armory.
No. No, I think no. Like I'm talking forever ago.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe like 5 or 6 sessions ago when the armory first came up. I think the idea was that two teams, one would attack the armory and then one would attack the palace or something like that.
That was my plan ages ago, and everyone shit on that because they're like, "Oh, but we have to attack the palace. Why would we?"
Look, like, I think we can all agree that Alaric or Varys gets the credit. Okay, but Older thinks about it for a minute, and he and Kakasi nod, and they say that seems sound. Hire a couple trolls, break through the back,
Smash.
stage a riot.
Gold smash.
Casey, I'd hate to cut you out of the end game moves, but I feel that you are probably better known and more respected in the free ward than Older is. No, dude. With all due respect, Older. Would you agree? I mean,
yeah,
Casey, you're probably better equipped to lead a proper uprising of these people than a man who's only been amongst them for a month.
All right, so you want Casey to lead the armory raid?
I'm asking their opinion. I mean, I think
no, Casey would be a better face, probably.
Yeah.
Casey be the face, Older be the fist.
Yeah. Okay. Then Older can help us with his knowledge of the palace, which makes sense because Older has knowledge of the palace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Casey will lead the armory.
Yeah. And then I'll ask Casey if he needs any if he's I left him a lot of money before, right? I left him like 150 gold or something, right?
Yeah, he's got they've got money. Yeah, they've got money.
Okay. So I'll just ask him again if he still has money left from what I left him last time.
Yeah, he should be good for bribes.
Okay, to hire some muscle that's not dependable but is loud and and can be.
He does want a couple of nights though, just for
We'll ask for volunteers. Actually, you know what? I'm going to assign. I'm going to tell Leah that that she should stay because I know that she's well equipped to help the wounded civilians in the free ward, and then ask if one other knight would stay with her to aid her in that.
All right, and Dala will stay with her.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm not happy about that, but I'm okay with it. But I'm still trying to manage the Leah Varys.
The Leah Varys situation as it's become.
Yeah, I mean, it's like every time they're around each other, I'm like, something's gonna fuck everything up. Like they need.
It's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen at some point.
Yeah, and ideally, it's not like while we're in the palace, Andala's like Leah, I'll love you forever, and then Varys just loses his shit.
Yeah.
I was gone for like 2 minutes. I got a call. What happened?
It's a Romeo and Juliet situation.
Oh, you missed that. Awesome. I managed the Varys Leah situation. That's
so Casey is gonna lead the armory assault with Indala and Leah.
Yeah,
they're gonna manage the whole thing, get some local muscle.
Yeah, basically, we decided on who the person who's most well equipped to lead the assault, i.e. Casey, and I kept all of Varys's distractions out of the way. So I left Leah and Indala.
I'm just gonna start calling Greg whenever something needs to, and it's just we're gonna get
be done.
Yeah.
First son of a Loro.
I like that. Yeah.
Should we call him Andala Rex? Like Aethys Rex.
Andala Rex.
Yeah.
Shepherd Rex.
Because he's basically.
Aaron never read the note that Harmondale gave her too.
I'm not sitting there anymore. So I'll tell you what, dude. Like, if we had all if everyone had gathered around the table to discuss the plans, I was probably.
We did. Everybody did, and then you went downstairs to torture the guy.
Only briefly, and then Varys started his big thing. Because we didn't actually discuss plans there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and if we discussed plans there, then I was going to absent-mindedly read it after everything was over. But now we're all away from it. Now it's just sitting on the table. So I haven't read it, and I forgot about it. So I think Vera has as well.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I gotta go pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Me too. I'm gonna go pee too. Great time. Dude.
Okay. Yeah. So do you agree with my assessment that Andala and Asir are Daniel and the cooler Daniel?
Why not?
Because do you remember the very, very first time they were with us? And they were the only two that survived.
The one guy left and the other guy fought with us, yeah.
Yeah, because Asir got got down immediately, and I healed him up and just sent him back.
Yeah.
Whereas Andala was a level 1 essentially. He was he should not have been doing anything. We're level 4. Yet he got 4 kills and he just couldn't go down. Yeah, but yeah, Andala fucking was like basically like 10 HP, and he got like 7 kills in the first raid on the southern barracks.
Yeah.
The first time we tried to kill Davola, but instead we just freed a bunch of people and ran away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't bad per se.
Who was it that like got lit on fire and mauled by dogs?
It was Andala. It was Andala.
Yeah.
He got mauled by like 4 dogs, and then he was on 1 HP, and he didn't take another hit.
Yeah, I was
like
trying
right
to remember.
before
I was
we
like,
killed
was he
Davola.
mauled by dogs or was he lit on fire? Oh no, it was both.
It was both.
Yeah. Why not both?
That's why he just gained that reputation and just became like the god tier NPC because he couldn't fucking die.
Yeah.
Also,
like we put him in multiple situations where he should have died.
Yeah. He deserved to die.
They were tests. It was testing to see if he deserved to be a knight.
His reward was cucking me.
Exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, yes.
If you pass all of these tests, you can bone your god's wife. That's what you get.
No, think about this. Varys gave him, when he left, he gave him a shit ton of money, his own sword, gave him a vow, had him take a vow that allows him to use magic to protect himself, and in return, he cucked him.
Yeah.
Also, I mean,
is Varys going to read the note?
Yeah.
Well, Leah had it coming, but
whoa.
Leah had it coming.
And what time is it now?
It's about 4 in the morning.
When do I need to roll constitution saves to keep going?
You don't. You get back.
Wait, did he do something?
Yep.
Are we not allowed to know? Okay. Did you guys just like do a side quest like while we were talking?
I mean, he left at 7 p.m. or so.
Yeah, he went there, buried him, and said like when he buried him, he said I'm sorry, and then returned.
Yeah, it's like a 4-hour run there, and then another 4-hour run back. So
he put like a gravestone on him, like he covered it with wood, and said like, "Here lies Erliksando, unjustly slain."
Unjustly slain by me.
No, that's not by me. That's not.
Yeah.
All
right, Harmonil gets back.
Honestly, at that point, I would have just owned it and been like, "Yeah, fuck that guy."
Yeah.
Well, you know. All right, so yeah.
Sometimes repentance is needed.
So that's the plan then. I guess Vera will fill in everybody on the plan.
Well, I mean, everyone is filled in, I guess, except for Harmonil. But
Harmonil and I guess Alaric just now getting back as well from his little walk.
So Vera will fill in Alaric,
but not Harmonil.
I mean, if he's there, I guess he'll hear it. She's not going to
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Seek to not tell him things.
Alaric is going to like note. Does Alaric notice that there seems to be some sort of Vera Harmonil tension?
Sexual tension?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's definitely some tension, I think.
So this is what happens. Under no circumstances is Vera going to be like, Alaric, could you inform? She's not going to do like the childish, like playing a game thing, but she will just, when Alaric comes in, tell him what's up, and then go about her day. Like if Harmonil is there, he's there. If not, not.
Wow.
I'm here.
So Harmonil overhears the plan.
Alaric is going to go to Harmonil and just say, "It appears there's some tension between you and Lady Ilsanane." Would that be fair to say?
Perhaps.
Lord Finderwell, I think for the safety of the group, perhaps these issues need to be mended.
I'm not going to do anything stupid if that's what you imply.
Yeah, but he calls him Lord Finderwell.
Okay, fair enough.
Established. It's canon.
Okay, sorry.
That's a little quirk of Alaric. He always calls them Lord Finderwell.
He's our page boy.
Okay.
He's our page boy.
He's your old page boy.
I mean, at like age 50, he basically is a boy to us. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 55 years he's a child.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, today is Alaric's 53rd birthday, by the way.
Oh,
He gets another wrinkle.
another wrinkle.
Yeah, it just pops out.
And in a straight Valerie, what are you implying?
It appears that your decision to cut down that admittedly somewhat of an asshole Kellenborg priest has created some sort of tension. Appears that she is ignoring you. She didn't read your letter.
I like that. It appears that she's ignoring you.
I can't really tell, but I think.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he can tell. He's just always trying to say it tactfully because he's kind of slobbing on Vara's knob.
If she doesn't want to, that's her decision. If she wants to reject what's there, that's her decision. Not mine.
Anyway, are you going to wish me happy birthday? I'm 53 now.
No, we don't know it's your birthday. You gotta say these things.
I feel like. Hold on. I feel like.
What?
Hold on.
Hold on.
It's been his birthday already.
I don't. It was Harmonel's birthday.
Yeah, on the 3rd of Flame Rule.
I don't think I ever gave you a birthday for Alaric. I just feel like he should be a year older right now.
Today's my birthday.
Thanks for birthday.
Varys doesn't know his birthday.
All right.
Alaric's we just decided is canon is the 19th of Elasis.
Birthday, 19th.
I have no idea when Vera's birthday is.
Well, I guess you just.
Varys doesn't know his.
All I know is that she was born under a wolf moon.
Okay.
Yeah, because your mama was howling that night.
Ooh, mama.
That's actually a moon. I was saying something real. It wasn't supposed to be dirty.
Oh no!
Does the dog recoil if Varys tries to pet it?
Nope, it likes Varys.
And wants to eat him.
Dogs are good judges of character.
Wasn't Varys also is Varys technically neutral at this point? Or would you still put him in CG?
I'd put him as neutral good.
Neutral good?
Yep.
Really, neutral good? I feel like he's a pretty chaotic guy.
Well, chaotic neutral then. Alright, so, Casey wants to talk about timetables.
I thought you were going to say time travel, and I was like, ooh, Casey, let's do it.
Have you ever wanted to go back in time and fix something?
Yes.
No. So, like, yes, I have.
I've got this ring I can sell you.
So he wants to talk about timetables. When you wanted to do the plan.
I think that we should.
Dog. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think that we should plan the strike on the armory at whatever time would be most appropriate for that, so that seems genuine. So I assume that would be immediately. Oh, I guess it would probably be towards the end of a changing of the guard. Do we know when they change their shifts?
It's about 6 a.m. usually.
Okay.
I think that's when we were doing it before, when you guys were going to the south.
Yeah. Is it the middle of the night right now?
It's 4 a.m. right now.
4 a.m. I guess not right now then, because that would be stupid.
I mean, need to take a 4-hour rest anyways.
Do they have 3 watches in a day, or do they have 2?
2.
2. So then they'll swap again at 6 p.m.
Yep.
Well, I think that probably makes sense. If they strike at like 5 p.m. today, before the next watch, so let this watch switch, and then during the next watch they strike, and that gives Casey some time to hire a couple of mercs, rally people. Or I'll ask Casey, Casey, could you be ready by this evening?
Aye. I'll call up some of my old contacts.
Good. You call your contacts.
My contacts.
And we will take the nights and position ourselves in the sewers. And can anyone in our group tell what time of day it is without seeing the sun?
That's a
Does
good
Alec
question.
have that skill?
Did somebody? Let's see. Varys has a compass orb. I don't think anybody has a pocket watch, do they?
No. I know there are some abilities that give that. Does anyone have like a thing that gives them that?
I don't think so. You could make a check to get like an estimate, you know.
Okay.
But you can also buy like watches.
What kind of check would that be?
Perception probably. Or religion.
28. What time is it?
Oh my god. It
Dorks,
is
guys.
4:17.
Oh, I wasn't wondering about right now. I'm saying when we're in the sewers. We can look outside right now.
Yeah, well, you don't have to because it's 4:17. You don't have to look outside, Kilo. You don't have to.
I'll ask Casey if he has a watch.
No, he does not.
And I'll ask if any of the knights have an uncanny ability to keep time.
No, none of them do.
Damn. Does Older have a watch?
Do you want to?
Older says that his uncle used to carry a magical trinket that gave him the ability to tell time.
I guess it would be magical.
I think it's called a
just a pocket watch.
Pocket watch.
Well, I guess we can gauge about how long it takes for us to go through the sewer passages and
yeah. I mean, you'll be able to give. I think you'll be able to do a pretty good. It's not. I don't think it's not. You're not going to be down there long enough that it's going to be like.
Oh my! How long have I been down here?
It's been 15 minutes. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God! I feel. What year is it? What year is it?
Yeah, you guys emerged from the sewer tunnel, and like the entire city has been like destroyed for years.
Reduced to ash.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I didn't get to burn it down.
All right. So you're all gonna I guess rest until 5.
Yeah. So I'll tell Kakasi to Kakasi should have himself ready to strike the armory at 5 then.
Yeah.
And
Kakasi and the gang start heading out.
But I'll tell him that we will give them a good amount of time to hit the armory, and I'll tell him that if he can hold the armory for a short time to maximize the distracting effect, that he is more than welcome to. Bunker that shit down.
Also, because I have this ring of sending, I can contact him and like tell him, hey bro, where are you?
Wait, what do you have?
He has a ring of sending
from the
do you?
He got it
like
from the
same
yeah.
Yeah, I can send a message to anyone that I know within the same plane, up to 25 words or less, and he can respond in the same manner if he wants to.
Oh, cool. So it's like an upgraded ring of messaging, basically.
Yeah.
Cool.
Basically. Well, it's sort of it's but I think it's less messaging. It's
only 25 words.
Yeah.
He has a word limit, but no distance limit. Whereas I can say what I want, but over a short distance.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. That actually makes sense. Then we can have that as a safety valve. That
in how many hours is he supposed to attack?
I would say so. I was like, Casey attacks at 5.
5 p.m.
And we will attack at 6 if possible. And then maybe we'll say that like you will send him a message at 5:30, and ask him if he can hold. Yeah. Because ideally we let him hold as long as possible, and then we come out. So yeah, that's the plan then, and then we'll just rest up, and then go explore them sewers.
Also, how is Vahayon's progress going with Heidegger's Black Notebooks? Did he find anything new?
Yes. Let me get my notebook. I'll type it out afterwards, but I'll let me. Yeah. So around like 4 p.m., he finishes reading through the notebooks.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool. Yeah. Reading is fun. Yeah, so the vivisections and dissections, they continue into the more recent journals, though the frequency lessens. The latter journals focus on surgical implantations and the excisement of internal necrotic tissue and
Ooh.
the reaction of the humanoid body to various quantities
God.
of something.
Something.
Mm-hmm. It's the same shorthand each time. So.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between a vivisection and a dissection? Because you seem very keen on using both words.
Well, a dissection is something that's not alive, and a vivisection is something that is alive, right?
I don't know.
I believe so.
Okay, I'll just look them up.
That was my understanding, and that's why I've used them both.
Okay.
All right. And then one of the black journals contains just a list of weights sorted by sex and humanoid species. And then there's a handwritten note at the located in the margins at the top of the first page.
Jesus.
That says, "Always consult the charts according to weight, sex, and race. Remember that a discrepancy of so much as half a gram one way or the other is sufficient to render the effects moot or to turn the subject into a ghast." And then there's like a few charts with numbers next to them, and I'll.
She said turn them into a ghast?
Yes.
Like.
Undead.
GHAST.
Like, oh, that's not the right thing. That's a dumb meme.
You're dumb.
Sorry. Better meme needed. That what are you talking about?
No. No.
What is that? Is that Minecraft?
Yeah, that is a Minecraft.
That's a ghast.
Damn it.
Another one of the journals, one of the most recent ones, has a title on the first page, and it says, "On Ghouls and Ghasts" by Dr. Kiroshi Shiro. First draft.
Kiroshi Shiro, that was the doctor, wasn't it? Did we kill him?
Yep.
We killed Kiroshi Shiro.
And then there's various other titles that have been written and crossed out. Comprehensive Study of Ghasts, Ghasts Volume 1, Dr. Kiroshi Presents Ghasts. And then the journal contains extensive information on ghasts, including anatomy, cultural and historical significances, as well as key distinctions and differences between ghouls and ghasts, and the subsets of the same. And then one of the sections includes a chart that lists sex, race, weight, and amounts of the same shorthand as before.
Which one do I count as?
Span of dates. What do you mean?
Which one is Varys? Is he a ghoul or a ghast?
Well, you wouldn't be either.
He's a dead-ass motherfucker.
Dead-ass motherfucker. But I'll type all of that stuff out for you later.
That's my new Varys voice. I'm a dead-ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
man. Shit, man. Shit, man. So we killed Dr. Shiro. Was that the one that killed himself?
Nope. That was the old man that you just killed in one hit.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Good. I'll do it again. I would have resurrected him so I could keep killing him.
Yep. Classic.
That's what I wanted to do to the guy over there. I wanted to keep cutting him up and then just lay my hands on him, my evil hands. And then just keep bit by bit, you know?
Oh, yeah? Sexy.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's see.
So is that about it then for like stuff before we start? Is there anything else to be done before we do our thing?
No.
Okay. Then I guess well, so everyone's gonna go rest then, right?
Yep. Well, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't 4 hours, but
humans need way more time to rest. Vera's gonna go sit down back at the table that she was at and start sharpening her daggers, and she's gonna pour herself the rest of the wine. And I guess when she picks up the bottle, she's gonna notice Harmonel's note because I placed it underneath it last time. She's gonna absent-mindedly flip it back over so she can see it and see what it says.
Finger.
Like really just casually like yeah, what is it? Just like I don't fucking care, but it's something to look at while I sharpen daggers and drink wine.
While she's doing that, can your boy Al sit next to her and be like, "Look at my sword."
Okay.
I got this for being holy.
Do you look at my sword?
You know Lady Ilsenane.
Sword is amazing.
You know Lady Ilsenane. This could be you.
Euros, post the text of the letter, would you?
Yeah, I will. I will DM it to Kilo.
But don't just put it in notes or something. What,
Put it in notes.
Is it about Alaric?
It's about how disgusting Alaric is and how we should kill him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He smells like poop and like butt.
I'm really sorry for being rude earlier, but I just want to say that our association with humans is really grating on me. It's been bringing me down.
So I posted it on notes.
Well, luckily, I have just a little bit of elf DNA, so I'm not really human. I'm really an elf like you, says Alaric.
No, you're not. Fuck off.
Right.
I posted it on notes.
You know, I actually identify as Greek.
Based. You still ain't Greek though.
So
No, yeah, I've been told I have a little bit of Greek DNA way down the line, so I'm Greek, says Alaric.
All right.
What is Greece?
So, about Casey's.
Isn't Vara going to respond?
Casey and crew.
well, I mean, she's not going to respond. You left her a note like 10 hours ago. But when she reads it, her response is to raise one eyebrow and shake her head a little bit. But you don't see that because you're not around, so. Yeah. Or I guess, and even if you did see it, you would know what it's about. So
Casey and crew had headed out to start making preparations, and it has about reached that time for you all to do the same.
Cool beans, says Varys as he sits unsleeping in the corner.
Cool beans.
Yeah. So everybody has sort of woken up and gotten their gear together. You're all gathered in the main room here. Who's going?
I think everyone.
Everybody?
The
all right.
dog too.
Say what? Dog
the
too?
dog too.
Nice.
I mean, it totally looks like a warhound. It's obvious. It's obviously ferocious.
It is indeed. Yeah. All right. So, all right.
Hello, doggy, says Varys in Tommy Wiseau's voice.
Tommy Wiseau.
As we begin making our way to the sewers, Vera is going to walk with Varys once again, and just like, without looking at you, just like eyes ahead, we're walking to the sewers. She's going to say, "Blood and fire, Varys. We bring them blood and fire tonight."
Tonight, they die in hell.
Is Varys going to respond to that?
Varys is going to look at it, you just see his eyes move under his mask, and he's going to give you a little nod and say, "And vengeance." He's no longer doing his normal Varys voice because he's just that's his real voice now because his vocal cords are fried from being a corpse.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the So the
it's 5 p.m. by now or what?
It's about 4 p.m. I don't know what time you guys wanted to go to the sewers.
Whenever it makes sense. I mean, Varys has the map. I assume he knows what time frames need to be upheld.
Yes. Okay.
He is our champion of the turd tunnels.
Varys has literally been in the sewers so many fucking times at this point.
Yeah, it's basically.
So there's no way in from the field ward.
Are you sure? Not by the catacombs of Yintros?
Yes, correct. Look, the wall.
Oh, the field ward is just marked as a field. Hilarious. They're like that doesn't exist. That is empty space. Deal with it. Oh, so not a single. Like, there's no sewage.
If we go by the cliffs, is there any way we could over by the cliffs we can get around there? Like,
no,
climb a little bit.
No.
To
yeah. You could. Yeah, you'd have to scale the cliffs sideways though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could do that, or you could just go around.
We could do that too.
We'll go around to where though?
Well, you'd have to go all the way around into the city.
Well, but then we have to go through the main gate, or through a main gate.
Yeah.
And they're definitely looking for people that look like us, so I suggest scaling
the
walls.
To the map.
Whoops. Yeah,
I'm wondering if we can get in near, like, by the troll gate, like where the walls meet, if we can just hop over the wall there somehow. I mean, unfortunately, there's a shit ton of us. So, I could face step people from, one wall to...
Yeah, you'd have to have started like a week ago, though.
Yeah. What?
You'd have to have started like a week ago, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I have to wait 20 minutes between every single one.
Yeah.
It would be a whirl.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and you had sent that scout team out, and they reported that they had basically filled in that tower with like rubble.
So when are we going through the sewers then?
Well, you're trying to figure out how to get to the sewers right now.
Where did you enter the sewers when you came?
Good question.
Well, he had followed you guys. So you guys like went to the palace, right?
Yeah.
And there's sewer entrances, all about this area. So I think he had entered somewhere like right around here.
Yeah, he just walked in through the south gate because no one was really looking for us at that point.
Yeah.
Okay, you just skipped the whole "I'm a zombie, don't bother me" thing.
Well, he's wearing a mask and a hood,
Okay. Well, I guess we should probably try to go through the docklands. Get a boat and go into there, because that's the only way we avoid a gate. Like, we'll land with a boat, and it looks like there's a sewer that exits into the harbor. Indeed.
Yes, there's a couple sewers that exit into the harbor. They're like vertical drops, so you'd have to do a climb.
Okay.
Yeah, I fell out of those ones.
Yes, he did fall out of one. Yes.
Twice.
Yes, twice. Yes, twice. He did that twice.
The one south of SF-54. I went out there, got thrown out, tried to climb back up, fell out again.
Yeah, that's how he made his escape, if you remember, Kilo.
Mm-hmm. And then I stole a fishing boat and rowed away and threw money to distract them.
And that started a fight.
I put money there because I was like, here, I'm going to pay you for this boat I'm stealing. But instead, a bunch of people saw it and just started beating the fuck out of each other for it.
You looked up the Kelly Blue Book value of like a rowboat, and you put that on the
Can I ask you a question, Carr?
Mm-hmm.
So there's the south gate, and then there's the gate outside of there, and that hill there.
Mm-hmm.
Is that, if you go down to the right, like, can one walk? Oh shit! Oh, okay, that's better. Yeah. Oh, because there's another gate. Thank you. That's helpful. Mm-hmm. So we do have to scale a wall somewhere then to get up.
Something's got to give. Yeah.
Something's got to give. Or we can go all the way around to the bottom and try to find a boat or swim.
Yeah.
So Varys puts on his monocle and top hat.
I mean, there's obviously, there's this west gate there too.
Oh, yeah. Weird. That is a weird gate. It just like opens onto the beach.
Yeah.
That's not good engineering.
Is that for the crab people?
I feel like it's a relic of like, a previous
the old days
era of the city.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, it would make sense, like from
starting the North Gate,
boats up onto the sand or something like that.
Yeah.
Who is guarding the north gate?
We are. I mean, it's our gate.
Well, I'm saying.
So it's that's basically like field ward people, and it's less like people
I mean,
guarding
like
it,
to get the north gate into the city proper. I mean, like
this right here.
Yeah.
So it's shut. It's like sealed shut. But it is guarded on the other side by,
It's completely sealed. It can't even be opened or anything.
I mean, it could. You could open it. You could force it open. I mean, it's shut in the same way that you'd shut like an outer gate. Obviously, like you could take a battering ram or like a club to it.
So there's no one. There's like no orders. No one will open that door, right?
They've sealed ever since all those guards got burned alive.
I would. Can Varys roll a disguise kit?
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
And do Varys Goldwater.
Okay. Yeah. Varys Goldwater. Sure.
Try to talk our way into one of the other gates.
Yeah, but remember, there's 18 of you, right? Something like that.
I mean, I would say that we walk around the outside edge of the troll gate, and then around the outside of the walls there, and then down like the west wall a little bit, because there's no way that they're watching the wall that faces the sea with any degree of.
And I mean, even if they are, you could hug the wall, right? They're not. There's no way they're looking straight down.
Yeah, and there's surely got to be some way that Vera can phase step up onto the wall. Like there's got to be a rooftop or like up one of the towers and like.
Well, you got to think about the range of phase step, which I think is 30 feet.
Yeah. Is it 30?
I think it's 30 feet.
Well, I was just thinking if we go to one of if we go around the north gate, go to one of the east gates, we may, if we run into trouble, Varys Goldwater, being a literal Karen, can.
I mean, no matter which way you go in, if you're going through a gate, being disguised isn't going to hurt, especially for the main gang, right? I don't think anybody's going to say that's going to hurt. Obviously, being disguised, if you guys are going in through any sort of gate, you're going to want to be in disguise probably. You got to want to disguise.
We can't disguise all of the people who are foreigners, though. I mean,
first of all, that's a bit racist. You could, you can disguise them. It would take time. Luckily, you've got, 12 hours. If you wanted to do it today, you've got 12 hours to throw around.
But if the other guys have moved, then we can't leave them like that. We need to do something ourselves. Then.
Well, Casey and them have already set out, but those people aren't. They don't need the disguise, right?
Yeah, they're gonna.
But I mean, if your case setting out, we need to act fast. We can't wait.
Well, Casey headed out earlier, so you guys have got between like 5 a.m. when you're, and like 5 p.m. to get into position.
Yeah, we've got 12 hours. Like we're splitting right now. We're deciding what to do as we leave the pub. So
yeah, basically, yeah.
It's like we must act now.
Yeah,
that is not.
I was thinking we wrap around one of the gates
because if you want to circumvent Waterdeep, that's going to take us a fuck ton of time.
It's not, is it? I thought it was only a couple hours to get to the East Gate.
It would be. Yeah, it'd probably take like 2. It's like 2 hours. Yeah, something like that.
Right. Yeah. And so we wanted to go all the way around to the docks or something. That's why I thought I understood. But okay.
It's just a couple of hours.
It'll take some time. But it's definitely within reason.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I guess we could disguise everyone, and we could go in little groups, bit by bit, because it is the middle of the day, so it is the time when people go in and out.
I was thinking we would just go in a big group, and I can, as an elven noble from the Silver Marches of Silvery Moon, because they're very original with their naming conventions there. I could just convince them that this is my traveling companions, and I'm here to see.
Well, again,
I'm here to see the Lord.
As long as you're not, you're overthinking it though, right? Because as long as you're not like suspicious, they're not really gonna care that you go in, right? They're looking.
Well, I was just thinking.
Yeah.
I was just thinking because like there's that whole fucking, we just broke out of the thing.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But again, they're not like
on high alert.
Yeah. But they're not like, it's not like they're not like high alert for everybody in general. It's like high alert for specific people, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's do it the following way. Do we have any like cloth or anything like that to make slightly uniform clothes for all of the nights?
Yeah, some stuff could be gotten.
Okay, then what we'll do is Vera, using her disguise skills, will make slightly uniforms, or at least like over cloaks. You know, like a cloak that you put over your armor for all of the knights.
Wait, Alaric actually he took a shit ton of black robes, 6 black robes and 3 sets of fancy clothes. We can give that to them.
Okay, but we want to make sure that they're not black Inquisitor robes. So Vera will do a little bit of work on them to make them all just kind of like robes, and then we'll put like a uniform insignia on all of them. I don't know, like a moon over a single tower. That'll be the little insignia, because also I think that's the insignia of Nightstone. Anyway,
I wouldn't go Nightstone.
Yeah, but there's not actually an insignia for Nightstone. That's the insignia that I'm envisaging for when it's given a proper coat of arms and stuff. It's not a thing.
And I can still claim that that's actually my coat of arms from Silvery Moon, because that just sounds like what Silvery Moon would be.
Sure. I don't think you should be too loud about this, though. It's like, everyone, guards, look at me. Guards, look at me. Guards.
Yeah. Varys/Barris is 2 folk. Yeah, it's like this is the last resort. Ideally, you just walk in and nothing happens.
Yeah, well, regardless, he's going to disguise himself as Barris Goldwater, because he's just a great fucking character.
I'm gonna finish my thought real quick.
Sure, you have to.
There is somewhat uniforms for all of the knights of Aloro. And then she's going to leave all of the various Finderwellians, Fae, elves, and humans of various ethnicities to have their own look for each of them. But she'll make sure that all of us look somewhat lordly, and we will ride our horses, and the knights will be on foot, and they'll be like in front and behind us in 2 columns, and we'll be in the middle on our horses, so that we'll look like nobles with our guard troop, basically. And then it's not suspicious that our guard troop is all of a common and foreign ethnicity, because that tracks. They're like our foreign mercs who we trust. That's Vera's plan. And then we can just march through, and I can just or you can say we're I'm from Silvery Moon, and then we can go through.
And I can always bring the excuse that I'm from Eva Meat to piss them off, because they don't touch those people.
So so if that plan is amenable, it would take probably like 2 or 3 hours to get the uniforms together.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
With presumably Varys helping because of the.
He's also proficient in disguise.
Yeah. So give me a disguise kit with advantage.
Okay.
So is that just my proficiency, or
it's
It's what?
I think it is the I think it is just proficiency plus D10.
Because I just looked it up. It said like usually it's up to the DM's discretion if it's normally an intelligence check using like a specific skill, depending on what you're trying to like test them on. For example, it could be a history check if you have specific knowledge about what something's supposed to look like, or.
So what should it be plus?
Your proficiency.
So we're doing just straight proficiency on this? No other skill check with that too, or?
Correct. Yeah, it's
right.
+3.
What proficiency?
You have proficiency. So your proficiency is +3. So, but I'm saying there's no skill on that too. It's just straight proficiency.
I believe so. Yes.
Does how many need to roll as well, or what?
I have a general question because I never understand.
This says intelligence generally.
Well, then intelligence then, yeah.
Well, for me it's the same thing. So so I got a 14.
Yeah. What kilo?
Oh, so when you say your proficiency, you mean this thing next to my hit points?
Yeah, if you're proficient, you had your proficiency bonus.
Been playing literally a year.
Does Harmon need to roll as well?
No, Harmon was not helping.
Okay, then I get 10.
Okay, well, only one of you is supposed to roll, but that's okay.
I got a 14.
Is only one of us supposed to roll? Then I'm going to help Varys do it, so he gets another.
Well,
that's
I already had advantage.
That's why he has advantage.
Yeah.
Wait.
Whoever's rolling gets advantage because the other person's helping.
Oh, okay. Then I fucked it all
He
up.
already applied your help, so I got a 14.
Okay.
Which is
Yeah.
okay.
So by about 8 a.m., all the uniforms are assembled
Varys also dressed as Barris Goldwater?
Yes.
Jesus. Can I help him to make it less Barris Goldwatery to like when he like puts on his monocle, be like no, and like things like that? Can I aid him in cautioning him about things?
No.
So you're gonna let him dress up exactly? Okay, fine. Then I'll tell Varys. Maybe don't dress up.
It's kind of up to him whether or not he lets you help him, isn't it?
I'm going to tell Varys as he's putting on his Barris Goldwater uniform or outfit. Like Varys, I think it would be wise for us not to do our best to personify the exact personas they have.
Yeah, Barris Goldwater is a wanted man, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
so he's wearing the monocle, but he's not wearing the chaperone, which I think you took that.
I have that in my
Okay,
inventory,
I'm just saying if he's pretending to be Barris Goldwater is one of the most wanted people in Waterdeep.
Yeah,
that would be very dumb to do.
Person, you're not doing this. If you do this, I will sell you down the river the second we get to the wall.
So yeah. He's not Barris. He's
No, you're not doing this.
Fine. He's just a diplomat from Silvery Moon named Barris Goldwater.
Yeah, you say Barris one more time, I will get Leah and Undala and ask them to kiss in front of us.
Well, they're not anymore, sadly. So,
I will get them, and they will make out.
So what is Varys disguising himself as?
He is Miradan Swiftspark, who also wears a monocle.
Okay.
Jesus.
But he's trying to make himself not look like Barris Goldwater. So he's wearing the blue knit cap, no chaperone. He's wearing the blue knit cap. He's wearing a monocle, and he's doing a similar type of character. But he's wearing the drow ring. He's wearing a big brown cloak. He's trying to look as ornate as shit, but he's not Barris Goldwater.
Okay. All right. So which gate are you guys going to go to?
I guess probably the south gate, I think makes sense, right? I guess probably the river gate makes more sense rather than going all. The south gate has more traffic though, right?
Yes, that's true. Yeah, because it's got the high
Then we
road.
go down to the south gate so we can get, and that's also where more people will be coming from.
Yeah.
And where southern mercenaries make more sense to be coming from as our
if you
guard.
want, you can like wait for like a group of people to try and like intermingle.
Yeah, we'll wait. And we'll let them get a little ahead of us even so that we can kind of like push through them a little bit. Like, get out of our way, peasants. Like, make a little bit of a, we're better than you. We're moving fast. Yeah. Kind of sense.
Okay. So, so the group goes, so you let them go ahead of you, you said?
We'll let them get a little ahead of us. So that, like right where that bulge in the road is, right before the gate, so that we kind of like overtake them there.
Yeah.
And then we kind of have like and Alric can, be like, make way for the lords and ladies kind of thing.
Yeah. Drawing as much attention as possible.
Yeah, but but just to those people, not to the guards, just to like make it like, so it looks like we're in a hurry.
So you see the people.
Also, my blue cap on Varys is only covering his more human-like ear, his scarred ear.
Yeah, cool.
So again, he looks like he's a full elf.
And
then Alric is basically our page boy, but one who's allowed to ride the horses because he's better because he's not a merc. Yes, because he's very old. Exactly.
Yeah, he even he's a property, but he's still, you don't want to break your property.
Yeah.
All right. So so the group ahead of you is like it's a group of like 5 or 6 people, walking, and they get stopped at the gate, and you overhear them being asked if they're magic users, and they say no, and the guards let them through. And then it's your turn, and the guards are looking at you expectantly. What do you do?
Varys is going to introduce himself. Miradan Swiftspark at your service, sir. What is it what is all this? I've been away for quite some time.
Are you a magic user?
I get advantage on charisma and performance of trying to pass as another. Just reminding you.
It's not relevant.
I'm a magic user. I'd never dare it. Disgusting.
Vera's going to look over, look over at the guard with like an exhausted look on her face, and say, "If I say he's a magic user, will you take him away?"
Is anybody in your party a magic user? He says, still talking to Varys.
Damn.
I'll tell you this week has been quite a party, but no, it hasn't. Nobody is a magic user.
Are you aware that if anybody in your party is found out to be a magic user, the punishment for magic use in Waterdeep is death?
Yes.
Well, thankfully, that does not apply to any of us.
Okay.
Oh, ta-ta!
They allow the group to continue.
Excellent.
You didn't make me roll a check they're just like, all right, this guy's.
You don't need to make a check if there's no reason for them to think that you're not somebody else.
And also, they're very disinterested, minimum wage workers. Like that's basically what's happening there.
But yeah, Also, maybe you've just found out that like this is who you really are.
They're basically like, "Welcome to Costco. I love you."
Yep. Pretty much. All right, so you go up the road here.
I'm sad that the guard didn't respond positively to my like exhausted wife attitude.
So you're saying I shouldn't have gone to the gates as Trojan Montoya?
I think he's technically also wanted, isn't he?
Yes.
Probably. So for much less, but probably still wanted. I think.
It's 3 wanted posters of big like slight variation.
Well, in this case though, it's like 25 murders instead of 53. So.
Oh God.
All right. So what were you saying, Euros?
What?
I thought you were gonna say something. You said so.
Speak up.
So where are we going?
Okay. Yeah. So you guys make your way in.
Can you give us the sewer overlay again?
Nope.
The poo overlay.
Let me see if I can do.
I'm going to find the most.
What's the secluded entrance in this area that we could all just hop in?
Yeah.
So. You've got.
It looks like it's one to the or just below SF54. It looks like there's maybe something.
Oh,
yeah,
SF62.
So this stuff here, those are the underground stuff. The circle. Well, let's see.
Or the entrances.
Yeah. So the circle means shaft to the surface.
Well, then SF54 is probably a good one. That one looks like it's not in too.
So if you look at it like this, right?
Where's that?
Hold on. Can I?
SF66 also doesn't look bad.
Left, up, left, and then that spur.
I don't want to do one that's on a main road, but I want to hop in maybe the sewer.
I can tell. No. Just go back to the other map. I can tell you where it is. It's not gonna work, dude. These don't line up well enough. It's hard to see now.
I said we go to 67.
Fine. I hate
it's
you.
kind of off the main road.
Go back to the map. I can tell you where it is. I'm good at.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the. Yeah, sorry.
No, zoom in further. Right where you're at. Zoom in further. It's like to the right of Emerson's Shine or whatever that is. Zoom in further. By like by Slut Street and Pearl Alley. I think that's the junction.
That says Slop Street.
No, Slut Street. It actually says Slut Street by the up left of Oubliette.
Oubliette?
Right there.
That does say Slut Street.
Yeah, I think that's where the junction is there.
Probably only humans there.
Honestly, that might be a good place to enter because it doesn't look like I doubt there are many guards really, Slut Street.
We need
to
unless it's like a red light district full of prostitutes.
I think we go there.
Red light district full of prostitutes, then we throw a fistful of gold in the other direction, and then no one sees what we're doing at all. Like,
yeah, okay, we can know as well.
Yeah, like it's literally like just throw.
Making my way downtown.
I'm pretty sure that's where it is, though, Car. That corner, Pearl Alley and Street.
I've got it up on the other screen. It is, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
The maps aren't exactly the same, but that makes sense. Then I'd say, we go up there, and I guess we can all go up there, and it won't be too suspicious, right?
Yeah, I mean, the streets are very crowded. Waterdeep is a very big, busy city. Nobody's really paying attention to you.
When the streets get really crowded, Vera's going to dismount and motion to the others on horses to dismount as well if they haven't done so already. Okay. Oh, our horses are going to get stolen. That's sad. Oh, too bad.
I mean, you could stable them.
Can we?
Yeah.
Where are stables? Are there stables just like around?
Well, let's see. Hold on. Stables.
I don't want to be around anymore.
Let's see. That's not nearby.
Are the red things stables?
Not super nearby. So there's one over here. There's a stable here. There's another one down here.
Send your boy Al to do it.
Oh, there's one right by the gate here too.
I guess it wouldn't take very long for him to take the horses over to a stable, right?
Yeah.
It would take 15 minutes.
There's also actually a stable right here.
Is that okay? The watch house that we burned down?
This right here is, right here. Or right here, one of these buildings.
I say it makes sense to send Alaric considering he wasn't part of that.
Another thing worth noting, though, is it also looks like there is a sewer entrance right next to the stables.
Yeah, but then that's going to be one right next to a watch house that might be viewed.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know that you could 2 birds with 1 stone, depending on how much you hate birds.
Totally going to send...
I think we send Alaric to do it.
Yeah.
And then...
Alright, so Alaric leads a herd of horses.
Yeah, there's like 5.
All the way to the stables. On
how much does it cost to stable them?
Let's see.
How
long do you want to do it? He asks.
For like a day. For we'll say 2 days.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Smart.
All right. Yeah. So he says it's a silver a day. How many horses is it?
5, I think.
Okay.
So I give him 1 gold then.
Can you do math? Isn't it
per horse per day? 1 silver per day per horse. So 5 horses for 2 days, 20 silver.
1 gold. So 2 gold.
Yes.
Is it 100 silver per gold?
I think it's 10. It's 10. 10 silver per each. Yeah, it's 10.
10,
10 copper.
10 copper per silver, 10 silver per gold. Yeah, okay, yeah. Everything's 10. Yeah. Fair enough.
Maybe we shouldn't have said Alaric.
While he's doing that, the knights are going to, like, one by one, slowly kind of like whoop, in the sewer.
All right.
Like when no one's looking. So
like Super Mario when they go into the pipe.
Do you want us to roll a stealth for that, or can we just do that?
I'm rolling some stealth. Everybody else who wants to stealthily do it into the sewers needs to roll stealth as well. Stealth.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, can Vera like help every time someone goes down by like just like being somewhere in a different direction? You know, kind of like when.
Yeah, other people can. Yeah, everybody else can. You guys can all work as a unit to try and get
Varys gets a 20.
Nice.
Okay.
So
I'm rolling for the knights as a group, and they get.
How many got a 23?
11. No, they don't. They get a 6.
Okay.
So everybody gets in pretty well. Knights kind of do it sloppily.
Okay.
Of course.
There's
they're not gonna
a lot going on, so it's hard to tell if any guards really notice. But there's not very many guards near here.
Okay.
There's a lot of shouting. People, there are people announcing
Does
recruitment
schedules. Does Alaric catch up and jump in too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
And then Vera's got to roll last because she was helping everyone.
Can actually, before he does it, can he roll perception to see if anyone's noticed the group before him going in?
Ooh, nat 20.
God damn it. An 11.
Yeah. Wow. That was a nat 1 as well. Yeah. You don't see nobody. There's some people seem a little bit suspicious, but they're not really. They're mostly focused on minding their own business. No authority figures seem to have noticed.
Yeah.
But roll again, though, Greg, because like Vera was waiting for everyone to go in. I thought you were already in.
No, Alaric was behind. I assumed that.
No,
I assumed he.
I was waiting for everyone to go in, and I was going to go in last because I can help everyone by like distracting people in my own using my.
Okay, so does he get to? Do I get to roll again on my perception or?
Not on the perception, no, but you can roll again on the stealth if you need to.
I mean, I got a 25, so it's fine.
You don't need to roll again on the stealth.
Oh, the perception was the one.
Yeah,
I thought
you're just looking around. Yeah.
I thought the stealth was the one.
Okay.
Okay.
He's very sneaky. He's a very sneaky, creepy old man.
Lay down.
His whole thing is that he's a night. Halaric is the Night Stalker.
Yeah,
Nice.
the Golden State Rapist.
He's a Gloom Stalker, and one of his things is literally Dread Ambusher.
Oh. Yeah, that's. I thought you were talking about the serial killer.
Well, I'm saying he's the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get. Hold on. The dog wants back out.
All right.
You're a slave to your pets. It's
Go
pathetic.
upstairs then, baby. Jesus. Crazy pup. All right. So you all descend into sewer mania.
Your boy Barry Potter, back to donning his mask. Doesn't want to be seen.
Naturally.
No more monocle.
And what time
He's leading us with the map, right?
Yeah, so it's about 1:30 p.m.
So
All right. So we're going to take the most direct path, aren't we?
Yeah.
Can you zoom out a little bit and scroll up a little bit? I would assume the main path would be the thick one.
Yeah, that's
straight
the
up.
primary passage. Those are the big ones.
Go straight up and then go straight west at SF-38, right? Isn't that the way to the palace? SF-25 is the palace.
So it's like you go up through. Wait.
Yeah, and then go straight.
Like that.
Do we run into any issue?
So as you make your way through the tunnels, you hear the bustle of people up above every once in a while through the various drains. Every once in a while there's some sewage that comes tumbling down, but doesn't hit anybody, fortunately. At one point you see there's a couple people, super pale skin, fishing stuff out of the sewer, just kind of sifting it, trying to look for valuables, and they just kind of stare at you and then get back to their own business,
Yeah, that's just weird.
Anybody down there, is up, gotta give people, mind your own business.
Harmonil, what do your elvish eyes see?
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
So what time are we gonna be breaking into the
Around 5.
So you're probably gonna want to be waiting, right?
Yeah,
we need to wait till Bucketman strikes. They divert first, then we attack. So if he attacks at 5, we attack at 5:30 or 6.
We're waiting until 5:30, at which point you're going to send a message to Casey to ask him if he can hold. And if he says yes, then we'll attack at 6. And if he says no, then we'll attack at 5:30. That's the plan.
That seems...
I say we just attack when it... Yeah.
You attack when? What were you saying?
I was just going to say I just attack when we agree to attack.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a bold move, but okay.
Now, also, I can give everyone a lot of dark vision just in case that might help. I don't think so.
It'll help in the sewer. None of the humans have dark vision, I don't think.
I mean, I have dark vision. I don't need your filthy human dark vision.
Okay. Wow.
All right, so I'm going to give it up to...
Are you going to give it up? I mean, if you want to give it up, then give it up to me, too.
Give it up. Give it up.
So I can give up to 5 people dark vision for 1 hour.
Oh, up to 5. Ew.
Well, maybe don't do that now, then, because we're going to be doing a night strike.
Yeah.
Give it to people who might be, effective combat assistance.
Yeah.
which is the technical term.
Yeah, so actually, I guess Alaric was kind of leading because he has 330 feet of dark vision.
Damn. What you gonna do with all that dark vision?
He gets stuff from both his classes that kind of stack on each other.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more than my normal vision.
Yeah, I don't even think I can see that far in real life.
So, where are we now?
So you
What
are.
time is it?
Whoops. 1 second.
I'm in Berlin. You're somewhere on Köln or Aachen or something like that.
All right. So yeah, so you are in basically just like a long, straight tunnel, and you see like Varys navigates to the shaft that led him up to the palace before.
Would he theoretically? He wouldn't know exactly where it would go, but he would know the one to the pool.
Well, you know,
obviously.
So you know which shaft leads up, is what I mean.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying, would he know which way not to go? Like, basically, don't go this way. That's the pool. All the other ones should be like actual entrances, though.
Yeah.
No.
So there's a lot of like water flowing through here intermittently. So you run the issue of that flooding happening as you go up to the pipes. But hopefully you all can hold your breath.
Do we need to roll a con save or something like that?
When it comes time to hold your breath, you will, yeah.
Oh shit! I'm gonna drown.
What's his name has create or destroy water.
Whoa!
It's only up to 10 gallons, though. I don't think that would really help.
Yeah.
No,
well, plus cool. the main issue was when you swam up into the bend where the swimming pool was.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so there's a shaft that goes pretty much straight up that you can climb. And we will leave off here.
Okay, cool.
Dun dun dun. In case I forget for next time, everyone has a water skin, right?
I think that's default in all adventuring kits.
It's like a basic part of the.
You have a water skin. Water skin. Yeah, I think you all do have a water skin.
So in case I forget, before we have to like actually like dive together, Vera is going to tell everyone to empty their water skins, and to make sure that they're expanded, and then to cork them again, so everyone has like a little tiny air reserve.
Buoyancy. Oh, okay, a little bit of air.
Yeah, a little air reserve. So if someone holds their breath poorly, they can go underway. Yeah. So, but in case I forget, I'll try to remember. But in case I forget, that's the plan.
All right, we'll pick up hopefully Saturday maybe, but
yeah,
cool.
I will let you know.
Yeah. Let us know. I think I
should finish work at like 6, so it should be fine. But I will let you know.
Cool.
Cool beans, man.
I don't expect to do something like 1 a.m. or so.
Yeah. All right, cool.
So I will let you know, but I assume that I can make it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I will see you guys.
GG's, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
For the big fight. Let's get a lot protected.